Welcome to Let's Get Podcast, episode Ocho. It's going to be episode Hachi for our Japanese listeners, of which there are none.
Hachi, 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 ho.
Hachi, 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 ho.
Say hachi, 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 ho. Hachi, 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 ho. Hachi, 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 ho. What the fuck? Say
Hachiroku. Thanks for joining the podcast, guys. Are you guys in the same room?
No, I have some people here playing PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
I can see if they can lower it down a bit.
Oh, okay.
That's
I thought that he was at your house.
No, that's a requirement.
Nice.
So what you guys been up to?
Man, not getting any new systems, tell you that.
Well, you're not missing out.
Oh, no? What's going on? How
I don't know. Well, I like it, but I like the next gen beards. I'm a big fan of that. Next gen beards.
Beards.
Yeah, I'm playing. We're doing. They're playing NBA right now, and
November.
you have that next gen beard. You have the next gen neck beard. It looks like realistic, dude.
I already had a number 2 guard.
It's a whole new high for hipsters.
I know, right? That next gen neck beard, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, get on that level.
We'll call it neck gen. Or
Next
next
gen.
Next gen.
Next gen.
Next gen. And we have replacement Adam. That's what we're gonna call her.
But what's her actual name? Or I'm gonna call her replacement Adam.
It's Tiffany, I
Let's
believe.
just call her Adam S.
But her handle got a lecture for dissing on indie games, so it's cool.
She dissed on indie games?
No, I dissed on indie games.
Uh-oh.
You're off the podcast.
You're off the podcast.
I'm off the podcast. I'm doing another lecture here.
You just got on the podcast. You're off the podcast.
I'm off the podcast.
I don't know. I think it was Sean Bibbledy Bobbledy Boo.
How do I sound? I don't think I've ever actually used Skype on this computer.
You sound nice and fancy like a sexy man.
Hello, John and
Exactly
Sean.
what I am.
And Shira.
John and Sean and Sean.
And Shira.
This is too confusing. Podcast over. You're all off the podcast.
Wait, does mine say? I'm sorry, I'm confusing you. I wonder if I can change my name. Can I change?
Oh,
my
no,
name?
I'm just messing.
No,
So Piper, to keep it clear, right?
Yes, Piper.
Peeper?
Here,
Peeper?
I'll fix it for you.
Peep,
This will make
peep.
it easier. I got a mic stand and I got a pop filter, so I'm pretty going crazy.
Well, you're sounding rather dashing.
Do I sound
So you
good?
don't
Does
sound as
do you like
poppy.
passing through the forest with
Poppy.
a piece of potato parchment paper?
That's how you got to test it. Wah, wah, pop, pop, pop.
what the fuck? Say pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. What the fuck?
Like, like I'm the fox.
You should get the bubble pop paper and then
Crinkle it.
twist it and see if you hear nothing.
It should be silent.
Silence.
You just,
Silence it all.
you just go, wah.
There's a song
You
that
just-
I was going to quote there, but I don't know what it would have been.
We quote songs on here all the time. Every time.
Sounds of Silence. That's not quoting the song, but it's just saying the name.
Talking about John Cage's 4 Minutes and Something of Silence.
This is what's it called? The guys, curly hair, sing about Africa. Simon Garfunkel.
Sound of silence.
Within the sound of silence.
Just sing about Africa.
Paul Simon had like
I
lots of
miss the
songs about
rains
Africa.
down in Africa.
I miss the rains down in Africa. I'm gonna take some time.
Right?
That's the one I
That's
was thinking
Toto.
of. That's not
Toto.
them, though.
Yeah, it's Toto, dude.
Toto.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. There was some Paul Simon song about Africa.
So
Aren't
it's
you thinking
just
about
like
Lion King or something?
Music podcast.
Are you recording this already?
Yeah, I'm recording. It's okay.
Okay.
You should always be recording.
Every time. If you stop recording, we had some
Yeah,
gold
he
earlier.
He wasn't recording when I accidentally said the Famiclam.
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 That was the best launch.
The best
Oh,
one.
and by the way,
Famiclam.
just so I can put this out there, the Paul Simon song I'm thinking of is Under African Skies.
Oh.
That's super obscure, and I've actually never heard the song. I just knew that there was a song with Africa in it.
Sing it.
Here we go.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, cool.
Close enough for me.
Squirrel song. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Hamster dance.
Hamster dance.
Hamster.
So I'll just do dumb intro. So here it goes. I usually have to do this 50 times because I can never quite get off the start. Sorry.
That's
Bear with-
but
Just tell you how this goes. We're just real amateurish and mad dummy. and we just kind of make it up as we go along. We haven't done much to come up with an outline or anything, so it's just freestyling it. I'm going to have a hard time introducing you guys, sorry, because I'm not familiar quite with everybody on the podcast, but...
Well, it's easy. It's just John and Sean and Sean.
Replacement Adam.
And Shira.
And Tiffany.
And replacement Adam Shearer.
I'm sorry, and who?
Replacement Adam Shearer.
Oh, Adam S.
Adam, are we saying replacement Adam? Okay. I'm sorry,
I'm
how would you like...
replacement Adam.
How would you like me to introduce you?
I could be replacement Adam.
Replacement Adam is.
Let's just go with that the whole time.
That makes
But how are you going to play your site if you're replacement Adam? Adam will be a traitor.
We'll call you Radam for short, because it's just...
Adam?
It's rad.
Because I'm rad.
Yeah. All right. So this time I'm joined by a bunch of people. I forgot to do the intro last time. So this time intro, I'm the host, Eric. Let's put it. And then I've got my co-host Andrew.
Hello.
That's Andrew. And today I'm joined by Game Buddy Funcast people, Sean.
With Sean.
With Sean, and also from Game Buddy Funcast, Kev John.
Did you say Kim Jong?
Kim
Call me
Jong-un.
Kim Jong?
I know. Off the podcast. He's off the podcast.
Kim John.
Okay.
And
Kim Jong is no longer here.
He got kicked off.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, John.
How you doing?
Last time I thought. Oh, okay.
There he is.
There we go. There's that voice. And we also have, well, we're going to say Piper.
Yay!
It's too confusing.
And
And
Sean's.
Adam couldn't be with us today because why can't Adam be with us today?
He's making his own hipster podcast.
Oh,
He quit the podcast and now he's only going to talk about Pabst Blue Ribbon and different types of soil.
it's the hipster.
And beanies.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, no, scarves. It has to be scarves, too.
Yeah.
Scarves.
Throw the scarves in there.
And
Is there,
pickies.
is there a rain core in the
Yeah.
background?
I feel like there might be a ghost going past one of your microphones.
All right. And we are also joined by replacement Adam.
Yay!
Hey.
Replacement Adam.
Can we say your real name, too?
Oh yeah, Shira Shinobi. Shira.
AKA replacement Adam.
Replacement Adam or Radam.
Replacement Adam. If you guys could see me, I'm raising the roof. I'm doing the raise the roof.
I can't, but I can picture it.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
imagine.
it looks cool.
Podcast.
And then when you picture it, think of rainbow shooting over.
Sweet. Just from the
Yeah.
from the palm of your hands. I like the imagery.
That's right.
So the way we start off is just mad dummy. We start off with what are you drinking? What are you drinking, Andrew? Because I can see you're drinking.
Well, we're both drinking.
Oh, we're both drinking it.
We're both drinking I don't know if it's like a limited release from New Belgium called Yuzu.
Yuzu.
Yeah, it's a Berliner Weiss brewed with yuzu juice, and it's delicious.
I didn't even know what is a yuzu is.
I don't know. I'm going to Google that right
It's like
now.
lemon.
Ah,
It's
it
a
looks like
Japanese lemon.
naruhodo.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's delicious.
And
And then
it's sour.
the next one we're going to have is a coconut curry Hefeweizen.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That
Yum.
sounds scary.
I can't wait to try it.
I can't wait to try it either.
It's gonna be spicy and delicious. I've got a whole bunch
Sounds
of
really
stuff this.
amazing.
I'll let you know what I'm drinking as I'm drinking. In fact, actually, right now I'm gonna crack open a Wynkoop. That's a local brewery dish.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And a pumpkin ale. Listen to the sounds. I'm not making this up. Wait, is anyone else drinking alcoholic beverages tonight?
I am. I'm currently drinking an alcoholic beverage.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking some Shinerbach.
I'm sorry.
now,
Hey, I like it.
it's worth pointing out that Andrew and I, maybe more Andrew than myself, are a bit of beer snobs. So sorry about that. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know what? I'll tell you this. I was drinking Mad Shiner because it was like $5 a 6-pack when I couldn't afford anything because I was putting all my money into finishing up my basement. So I'm with you. I understand the need for the Bach.
Hey, at least I'm not drinking the hands.
Yeah, we saw that there.
Yeah, we were just joking about hams
Yeah.
at the liquor store just now.
There's this local Colorado musician called Magic Cyclops, and he's like, "Oh, I'll come do a show, but you got to provide me with some hams." It's like hams. It's like the best beer. It's like, yeah, that's not good beer.
Oh my God.
It's okay. It's okay after you like drink a few and that aluminum taste goes away.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's just okay after
The
that.
aluminum taste.
You're not supposed to eat the can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the aluminum taste.
The can is not for consumption.
Oh man, I'm assuming
It's
that's
not actually a ham. You don't
need
want to
to
eat this.
put it in your glass.
Oh, I got to put the pumpkin in my glass. So anyone else drinking anything?
I am, of course, drinking like I do all the time when we do the things on the internet. I just finished off this nice bottle of Malibu Black with a Pepsi's, and now I have moved on to a Diet Dr. Pepper Cherry with whatever left I had from the Malibu Black, and I have some tequila next to me also that will be drinking.
What's Malibu Black?
Malibu Black is a 70 proof Caribbean rum with coconut liqueur mixtured in.
Here's the question: is it black?
And does Bill Cosby drink it?
Oh my!
Whoa!
You sounded just like Bill Cosby. Malibu Black is 70 proof.
I didn't catch
I'm not
that.
putting on the sweaters. That was a really bad impression.
I have it.
But
No, it's
it's
good.
not. It's not black. It's very dark brown.
Oh, okay.
And the bottle itself is white.
Okay.
And it goes great in Jello jigglers.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Jello pudding pops.
That's really good. I'm going to be going for we're doing, me and my girlfriend are doing an ugly sweater run, and I'm going to wear my Bill Cosby sweater for that. That'd be awesome.
Oh my gosh!
They have those? Wait.
It's a run.
Wait, they have that.
Wait, what?
Wait,
2 days.
The run?
they have that ugly sweater
Yeah,
run?
there's going to be a run.
It's
It's Colorado, man. We legalize
Yeah, we do
weed.
all kinds of
We don't know
crazy
what
shit
we're
here.
doing. Everyone's high all the time, I guess. We aren't, but So anyone else drink anything else?
I am not, but last night I did have a Fireball whiskey. Have you guys ever heard of that or had it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's
so
amazing.
good.
It's like candy. It's like
I know,
the
it's-
atomic fireball.
It tastes exactly like this tea that I always get a sample of at Tivana at this
yeah.
tea store in the mall.
For $50 an ounce.
Yep.
That was expensive, man.
No, you're
What's
thinking about the
Oh,
dispensary.
the weed. Yes, right. I forgot again. That's a side effect.
Can I interject? About your sweater thing? You should totally check out the website 1991incorporated.com because they have the ugliest sweaters in the entire world. Like they have one that has Oprah Winfrey's face on it.
I'm gonna
Like 1991 Oprah or current Oprah?
No, I think it's current Oprah. It doesn't have the big hair, but it's like the whole thing is just her face.
That's not.
It's definitely worth. They're like $65 though, but you should totally.
Oh
check.
wow,
I'm gonna
man. I'm gonna be running in it. 1991.com.
1991inc.com.
Oops, my bad. I'm on something else. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
That was
Be
horse
careful.
porn.
You just stumbled on Mr. Hands.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Aw, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Anyone else drink anything else?
I am having Cherry Coke Zero because I did not know that this was that kind of fun group.
Sorry.
So
It's
I'm just
not-
very sad.
Run to the kitchen now.
Hey, we'll drink one for you.
I guess I don't have any pants on, so I haven't moved like in an hour.
Well, you didn't know it was going to be that kind of podcast.
These are the two best podcasts.
So
I think she was confused about the topic.
let's see. So let's see. We got what we drink. Now we do other dumb stuff not related to video games. What have you been eating? What have you been eating? So Andrew, you got anything to eat? I mean, I got.
I
some
got
you
nothing.
don't. So I went to Las Vegas last week with my girl.
Oh, did you crush the buffets?
I did. I buffeted it up. So we went to Caesar's Palace, and I went there for lunch, and it was for the both of us. It was like $75, but it was
Holy
worth
balls.
it. Like we went to, I just loaded up on seafood as like smoked salmon and all kinds of different kinds of like ceviche and like all that stuff. The Chinese section had like this awesome bun like full of like sweet bean and it's delicious. It was awesome. But then we went to another place called More. It's the buffet inside the Luxor where we stayed, and that was a turd. On a scale from 1 to food, I would give it 3.
On a scale of
It
1
wasn't-
to food, you give it a 3.
It was basically not food. It was not good. It was just filler. That's all that was. It was really bad. But we were starving. And it was just a dumb experience. Like it was like 10:45 and they close at 11. They close lunch and I'm sorry, stop breakfast and start lunch right at 11:45 or 11 o'clock, and it's 10:45. We try and get there as quick as we can. People are just standing in line looking at empty trays. Like, is someone gonna fill up this up? And I'm like, no, they're gonna stop.
The
And they're gonna-
buffet at Luxor is shitty.
It is shitty.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like,
I remember when we went there last time, we ate, and it was a giant piece of crap.
yeah. Why are we talking about food? I don't know. Anyone else eating anything interesting?
So, anyways, I'm so jealous of you guys. You guys actually eat real food. I've been laying off bags of cheddar popcorn at work, so
Oh my.
I'm really sorry.
Is it smart food?
I don't know. It's all I get. I guess I'm in a race to get a heart attack against my boss, pretty much. So, hope I'm winning.
I've been pretty much
Nice.
living off of Qdoba tacos because I've recently found out that you can get 4 of them cheaper than you can buy 3 of them.
That's
How does that work?
hilarious.
Whoa. How's that?
I need to know the secret.
Well, you can buy 3 tacos, right? It's like 6 something or whatever. But if you get pick the pick
craft.
2,
Oh.
the craft 2,
And
you can
just-
get 2 orders of 2 tacos.
Craft
Two
two.
Fuck,
craft
it's
2.
brilliant.
That's smart.
That is really
I
brilliant.
never thought of that. Now, here's the question. When you go to Qdoba, what mix do you get at that fantastic fountain of soda?
They don't have that everywhere.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Do you guys have the soda fountains at Qdoba where it's a
Coca-Cola freestyle.
Yeah.
No, we don't
Absolutely.
have that. We have that at our movie theater.
Denver was a test market for that. So we were like the first to get it.
Are you guys all? Where are you guys all from? If you don't mind. I mean, I don't have to. If you don't want to tell.
It's a secret. No one can find my mayor.
They're somewhere in the continental
All right,
United
then we'll
States.
leave it at that.
Those are two.
I'm gonna
I will,
fly
I,
out
will,
of
I
state.
will put out where I'm from. I don't care.
All right.
I am in Texas, between Dallas and Austin.
Okay, and do you guys have those out there?
I don't know what the hell y'all talk about. We have like Taco Bell, and that's like it.
Oh, all right. Okay, why am I talking? Anyone else have anything interesting about food you've been eating?
I do. I had
I'm
delicious food
actually-
tonight.
I'm making a cool cake, so
Nice.
I think that's cool.
What
That
kind?
doesn't count
Well, but what's cool?
No, what do you mean it doesn't count? Because
because you interrupted me.
Oh my. Oh my. No. Okay, I feel like.
Things are getting
I
real in
know.
this podcast. Things are
Well, why
getting
don't
real.
you tell about your food and then I'll talk about my cake?
I would appreciate that. Tonight for dinner.
Because you're a gentleman.
Tonight for dinner, I had some bibimbap and a little bit of sushi.
Bibimbap.
Bibimbap.
What is that?
It's a Korean delicacy,
Oh, cool.
which is like there's rice in it, and there's some brown like worm things, and some mushrooms, and pork, and a fried egg, and some cabbage, and a little bit of sesame oil, and some chili paste, and you mix it all together, and it is the most delicious thing in the world. It's my favorite food. My favorite food in
Feud.
That sounds like
favorite food in the world.
you've joined us on Favorite Feud. Survey says. No, okay, sorry. Yeah, no, dude, I love Korean food. I've never heard of that, but I've had galbi. That's really good. Galbi.
I think it's like galbi tacos are really good. We go to this little Korean place that's down the street, but it's like I don't know if it's like a breakfast food or if it's like I don't know, but it's like everything
Doesn't
that was
matter.
like left, everything that was left on the table, you just scrape it into a bowl and put some chili paste on it and you eat it.
All right.
All right.
So tell us about this cool cake.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She went
who's banging
Spanish.
around talking pants in the background?
She's talking about the cake.
I know. I'm talking about my cake. So
Baking
it's
right now?
this weird thing. Yes, I am. So it's basically someone told me that it's just like devil's food cake, so chocolate cake. You put it in like the pan and you throw berries and Coke Zero in it, and then you bake it.
So it's a soda cake then.
Wait, why
I
Coke
guess.
Zero and not regular good tasting Coke?
Oh my.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know if I've introduced you guys to Andrew. He's got a fucking prick. This guy's a fucking prick. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, what's with the Coke?
I have no idea. I mean, I know some people, like someone was saying a Coke cake. Like, I'm just hoping it doesn't like explode everywhere on my face.
You misunderstood. He said cocaine.
It's the cocaine cake.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, the cocaine from the cacao.
Delicious. Now, Andrew said he would put it in his mouth. He's
that
like,
does sound tasty,
delicious.
only with regular Coke.
Man, I told you.
I
I
don't
told
know.
you about drink. He's a drink snob. I told you so. Anybody else have anything interesting that they've been eating on?
Nope.
All right, so moving on from things that aren't video games, why do we do this?
Popcorn.
So, okay, now to video games. Man, I gotta edit this out. People are gonna be like, food. So what have you been playing video games? That makes more sense. Let's talk about that. Andrew, do you have stuff, or do you want me to start?
I've been playing Bioshock Infinite.
Ah, nice. We're oh man, no spoilers. We can't. Have
Well,
spoilers.
I won't give spoilers.
About
I'm like,
percentage.
I don't know. I don't know percentages.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
guess
how
you
long it
wouldn't
is.
know.
I would guess 5-6 hours,
Okay.
maybe 7 hours.
Oh yeah, it's not
into it.
super long. You're probably 3/4 of the way through. So
No shit.
I would say. What do you guys think? Those of you that have beaten Bioshock Infinity, you think about 3/4 of the way, 7 hours?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's surprising.
I haven't finished
Not
it.
3/4, like maybe like a little under half.
Oh, really?
It
Okay.
feels like about half.
Okay.
I would guess.
Yeah, because I don't. I mean, I kind of ran through it, to be honest. I just kind of like one thing to the other when I went through the game because I don't have a lot of time, and I would have liked to spend more time. It's freaking gorgeous.
I've been taking my time with it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I definitely did.
So I don't think it's spoilery to say that I just for the first time ran across the Vox Populi. Populi.
Sorry.
So yeah, that's where I am for those that have played it.
Nice.
And yeah, it's really really nice game. It's really great.
Been playing
Can't wait
it.
to check out the DLC that just came out.
Yeah, I heard
I
it was
heard
really
about
good, but I'm avoiding any reviews because I don't want spoilers for the
Exactly.
main story.
Nobody talk about it. Anything else you've been playing?
Scribblenauts Unlimited.
Oh, is that
That's
the
good.
Wii U one?
No, it's I have it on PC on
Oh.
Steam.
Oh.
It's fun.
That's a Humble Bundle, right? The DC Humble Bundle?
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Nice.
Warner Brothers Humble
Yep.
Bundle?
Yeah, that's fun. I've been playing it with my son, and it's thoroughly entertaining to make like zombie rainbow unicorns, and then just watch them destroy the level and turn everything else into unicorn or zombies. Not unicorns.
Rainbows, turning
Yeah,
over
yeah, they turn them into rainbows. And like you could put like giant bouncing baby in. It makes a giant baby, and when you drop it, it like literally bounces.
Wow.
It's fucking hilarious.
That's awesome. That's pretty smart. Is that the same one that's on Wii U though? Isn't that?
It
Scribblenauts
probably
too?
is. I don't
Okay.
know.
It's the same.
I believe it's on Wii U.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It's fun. It's a good game.
Cool. All right. So, anybody else? What have you been playing? Let's just go, Sean.
One.
Yeah,
Sorry,
calling you Piper. Calling you Piper.
Regular ass
real
Sean.
Sean.
Regular Sean. Regular Sean has been playing Neckbeard's next gen on the PS4,
Oh yeah.
and also been playing.
No, you got to explain that. You can't just move on.
Explain.
Neckbeard's next gen is NBA 2K14 on next gen consoles.
Now tell me, these neck beards, like, what's the level of fidelity? I mean, these are like we're talking HD beards now.
Dude, it's the next big thing, and the new consoles is the next gen beard. If you don't have a next gen beard,
They put
new games like I'm sorry, it's not the game for me.
they put a special neck beard rendering engine in the console. It's
Yes.
on the chip, right? Yeah.
That's it should be on the chip. Like you should be able to make like a perfect next gen neck beard, and I'm like, man,
When you're designing
I think-
your character, there's a whole menu.
I think the
just-
PS4 has the whole core dedicated to neckbeards, right?
Neck beards, yeah.
See, I'm laughing about this,
Can
but
you,
I totally
like,
have
shape-
one.
That's what
Stars into
Xbox
those
One
neck
uses the
beards?
cloud services for. It's rendering all those neck beards.
that's what Genkai is for. Is like neck beards all day, every day.
Next beard, it's next generation.
Yeah.
NECKS.
If it doesn't have that, I don't know what you. It's like
Next gen.
next generation. We call it next generation.
Neckbeard, the next generation. That's awesome.
You
Okay.
must buy the next.
the musk by neck beard of the. All right, sorry.
It's next generation.
I think there's too many inside jokes going on right now. So what else? So this is for your PS4, which we're going to talk about in a minute. Any other games you've been playing on there?
I got a Pirates Creed. I think that's what we're calling it, right?
Was it?
That's appropriate.
Assassin's Creed Black
Pirates
Flag.
Creed.
Oh,
Yeah, Pirates Creed.
Pirates Creed.
We got that. We got
Are there
that.
neck beards in that game?
Is it rated R?
Yar, matey.
They do make stupid jokes like that in the
Oh,
game.
nice.
Oh, do they really? That's too
Yeah.
bad.
How sad?
You killed it right there. dude.
Puns are terrible.
Oh no, that's what I based the whole thing on.
I don't want to talk about that anymore. You just wrote it right there. It's like I have to build that up in the game. I don't need to hear it in real life.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Anything else?
I also picked up a Rezo gun. I picked that for free with PSN.
I don't know.
You really pick it up if it's free.
It's free, yeah. It's free. I picked it up.
Did you pick it
I
up
made-
or handed to you?
Made the effort to go download it. Okay, so I picked it up. So it's a cool twin stick shooter. Haven't played too much of it because doing stuff. Man, they're passing over like 4 Locos over there. Man, I'm sad. Anyway,
Four Loco, that's what you're drinking now.
I know. Let's switch over to that Twisted. There we go.
Don't
There we
die.
Dude, I want some Four Loco. That sounds good.
Foco.
If only they made the good for Loco anymore.
It kind of killed
Laughing
you.
about next.
Yeah, that was the best kind.
Non
The good kind that kills you.
Yeah,
Oh, so it's the good kind that kills you, like the old
that's
school.
it. That's why it's good.
Yeah.
Good kind kills.
It's
you.
not.
Get thrown and
It's
then
not
you're
good
dead.
unless you go to the hospital. At least.
It's like it's not good
That's
unless
your
you're
stomach good.
out your butt and just doing that. So,
I'd give
and I also picked up I can't think of a funny pun for Battlefield 4. So if anybody has one, you can just edit around it.
Damn,
And have-
dude, where'd you get all this money?
I think it's called not Call of Duty.
Yeah, not Call of Duty.
Call of Duty 4.
So not a bad game.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Okay. Oh.
No dogs.
Yeah, it doesn't have to. It's
Yeah.
not.
Are there dogs in that game? Oh, are there neck beards?
It's not. It's,
Dog Simulator.
there might be a few neckbeards here and there, but
Is it next?
Otherwise,
gen?
it's not next gen.
it's next gen, so it's cool.
Oh, man.
Hashtag next gen, everybody. Hashtag that.
Hashtag next gen.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'll do one of those. I haven't done a hashtag on a Twitter forever. All right, on a tweet. So next, let's do...
Next? Who's next?
Next. let's do She-Ra, a.k.a. we're calling Replacement Adams.
Radom.
Replacement
Adam.
Adam.
Sorry, we'll stop calling
So
you that.
Adam got way hotter.
Yes. Adam grew boobs. Oh god, too much chicken.
Oh god.
Chicken. I have like such a backlog right now. I mean, I have been forsaking my PS4 since I got home. Just thought I would say that. It's in the other room it's not by itself, it's with my boyfriend. But
his box.
no, he's playing it without me.
I'm super sorry. Thank you for coming on. That's a big deal. You're sacrificing important stuff for this dumb podcast.
I don't know how important the PS4 actually is.
Well, I don't know yet, you know?
I don't know. He's in there playing Resogun right now, and I saw him like for 5 minutes, and I played the game at IndieCade this year. It's pretty cool looking.
What is it? It's
a shmup.
Which
I learned.
Is it a point and click? Is it a point and click adventure?
No.
I didn't play. No. It's a shmup. It's like you're a little pilot, you're a little plane, and you shoot shit and you like blow shit up and you save little glowing things. I don't know. I saw it for like 5 minutes, so if that. It looks really cool though, and I want to be playing it, but I will not until later. But I know. But you know what I've actually been playing, because the games that I really want are going to come out for the PS4 for a while. Like I'm really waiting for The Order and like Octo-Dad and Transistor. But I've been playing Zelda, like the OG Legend of Zelda, on my 3DS. I'm like going back to my roots.
Threeds on
Threeds.
this podcast.
We call it threeds.
Yeah, my threeds. I have a threeds, and like people think I'm weird at work because I just like whip it out and start playing. They're like, "What?"
I just went at work and I go to jail.
Yep.
I get in trouble for that too.
I'm gonna take that out of context in this podcast. I don't know what half of those games are. I'll be honest with you. I haven't been paying attention to the news, but
was Watch Dogs
Octo-Dad
was Watch Dogs launched?
Octo-Dad.
What is that? Is
Watch Dogs?
No, Octo-Dog. Octo-Dad.
Octo-Dad is an indie game that actually it's a sequel. This one is called Octo-Dad Dadliest Catch.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, puns.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yay, puns. And it's basically you're an octopus and it's your wedding day and you have to like try to get through this day without people realizing that you're really an octopus, which is very obvious that you are.
Is this on PS4?
Yeah, they have it.
Wow.
You need all that processing power.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You need the neckbeard chip for that game.
It's an octopus bird.
It's really crazy because you have to like articulate all of the 8 arms in different ways, like the legs. So you're like using the different sticks, and then you're using like all the buttons in different ways to like move, and you're like just knocking shit over, and you're like slumping yourself, and
Hold on. Is this game like co-op?
No, it's just you're just
sure?
one. That would be color. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
No.
Does anybody else know what that game is?
What game?
Co-op.
Oh, quap, like quap. Yes. Yes.
So
it
you're
is
like trying to run a marathon and you're like breaking your legs and your face hits the ground.
Yes, it's similar to that.
The
Similar.
tagline
Sounds like
for the game is "Loving father, caring husband, secret octopus."
Are you talking about Octo-Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that even out yet?
No.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm
That's
excited.
the discussion we're having.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to go grab
Are you paying attention, Sean?
Now,
was
let's just
grabbing
drink
a
it for
We're
low.
fired.
To talk about neckbeards over there with the PS4.
I mean, it's coming out for PC first, I think.
Oh,
On Steam, which I could wait, but I don't know. I mean, I have a pretty cool controller that I modded myself because I'm rad like that. But
That's why you're the rad placement
I know.
or whatever.
I'm the rad
I
placement.
don't know what we're doing anymore on that. Well, do we call her by her real name or
Yes.
Yeah, they gotta
Real
play
name,
this
sorry.
game.
No more dumb puns.
They're ruined.
Cool. All right, so let's see, John, what have you been gaming on?
Well, I am actually playing Ico from the PlayStation
Ah,
Plus,
sweet.
and which I have actually not even unboxed my PS4 yet because of
Good man. You were a good man.
Yeah, seriously.
Because so underwhelmed I am by the games. I'm actually contemplating whether I should just return it.
wow.
Honestly,
Dang.
Just buy
got
yourself a new
22
video
plus
card
numbers.
and you'll be much happier.
How's the supply of PS4s? Could you sell it for a profit?
I probably could, but I just don't know if I want to go to the effort because I'm kind of lazy, I guess. But like, that would involve posting on eBay and boxing it up and crap.
Actually,
I ain't
if
got
you
no time
really
for
want to
that.
sell it, John from Giving Us Scissors website,
Hey,
he
Sean,
wants to buy one.
Sean.
If you're gonna box it up, you could do a boxing video.
Boxing.
Complete
That would be-
opposite.
That'd be the first boxing video on the internet. so what else have you been gaming on?
Other than that, I've been
PS4.
playing the GTA 5, wasting too much time online.
Ah, yeah.
Anything.
Sean. Jamie lives at 25 for me the first half.
What?
Sounds like a newscast.
Newscast. We're newscasting over here.
There's a
Sorry,
newscast
sorry.
on in the background.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
I was getting very important news about neckbeards.
Neckbeards. Stay tuned.
There's late
Stay
breaking.
tuned. I'll be back with you here in a second.
El Nino, the neckbeard, moving in from the southeast.
Oh my God, El Nino.
Remember?
news.
That's nostalgic now.
Like
That is so
Christopher
retro.
Farley.
That's a retro hurricane. Let's talk about retro hurricanes. All right. Never mind.
Yeah, that should be like a new genre. Retro hurricanes.
Anything else?
Or, it was
Oh.
tropical storms.
Oh, my bad. It wasn't tropical storms?
I think El Nino is just when the Pacific Ocean's hot.
Oh, I don't know.
Is it hot or cold? I
I
forget.
think it's
One's
hot.
La Nina.
I think it means the boy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Boy,
No,
it's
it's
the
Spanish
girl.
like the Nino.
the Nino.
Yo.
It's,
It was a hurricane that was supposed to hit the coast of California like in 1998 or something.
That's
and then
wrong.
like everyone freaked out. No, it's not. I live here.
It
That
has
is
to do with
incorrect.
weather patterns.
everyone. You know what? This is not a weather podcast. I'm going to intervene.
All right.
Everyone's arguing
But
about
it's not a weather podcast. I was totally lied to.
this is the weather cast.
Everyone has Wikipedia in their pockets.
You know,
Look it up.
I'm going to take the blame on this one. I started this. John, anything else?
It's your
You
fault.
It is my fault.
No, that's actually it. I've been kind of backlogged on games, so I'm so backlogged. I'm too intimidated to actually start something because I'm afraid I won't be able to finish it. Like especially after the Steam summer sale, like I got 40 games that I haven't even installed yet on Steam.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So I was just too intimidated to really get into anything too dangerous.
That's why I can never finish a game because I just start too many games and I never go anywhere with them. It's it's like a statement of my life. Like I never finish anything I start and I just get depressed and I'm like, all right, moving on.
Well, at least you're not a completionist, sir.
Yeah, well, no, I
and
actually
that concludes the podcast.
and I do try to. I was a completionist when I was doing Dragon Quest 8, and I got insane. Like ask Andrew, man, I was
Oh,
playing
shit.
120 hours of that. It's ridiculous. So
Last game I actually finished was Saints Row 5.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Lynn's 5 foot.
I haven't played it yet.
Whatever.
So apparently someone's 5 foot.
Oh, 4, yes.
We've
Someone's
gone ahead.
someone's
Well,
hijacking
do
the
it.
podcast. I have no control. Someone's just jumping in saying stuff.
I'm sorry, guys. We're doing PS4 podcast over
Okay.
here.
Oh, PS4.
On the side. I'm doing 2 podcasts at once,
Oh my
so I'm
God.
sorry.
That's too many podcasts. All right. So next.
I'm doing a live cast, all right?
This is social interaction.
That's called talking to people.
I know. I think that's what the pros call as talking to
Conversation.
people and being real.
But I feel like social network is an anti-social networking.
I agree. So Piper, what have you
What
been
up?
playing?
All right. So lately, my brain has been playing Mercenary Kings. If anybody knows what that is,
I don't.
It's kind of. It is
Oh,
a
yes.
phenomenal. Okay. Do you like Metal Slug?
Yeah, I do.
Then you will love this game. It's like Metal Slug with crafting and RPG elements all built in, and it's not even out yet. I'm playing the early release.
What?
What?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I don't know.
That game
That-
looks so much like my and Adam's game that we made for school last year.
Yeah. Dude, it is so good, but you get lost in it so easy. The maps are ginormous, and you have no clue where to go half the time.
Hold
So,
on. Did John just hint that he made this game?
No, not this
John,
game. not
Okay,
this
okay,
game.
okay.
Oh,
I thought that was like
we have
a-
a very similar stylistic game that me and Adam Johnson did.
I thought that was a sneaky way of saying that you made it, but okay. All right, sorry, Piper.
so I've been on that. I've been playing Path of Exile. So if any of you Diablo fans need a fun game to play, I definitely say go play that because it's free and it's amazing. It's what Diablo 3 should have been before they Blizzard all fucked it up with their shenanigans.
Uh-oh.
Before they blizzardized it.
Oh, you know what? I don't. It is so good, and it's a real okay. It is a really deep game. Like just if you look at the skill tree, like you level and you got to put a skill, kind of like WoW. So you got to put a skill tree. There is like 10,000 different things you can
It's
put.
so
in.
intimidating. It's so
Yeah.
intimidating.
Oh, it blows your mind. It's so big, and like you can make any character you want. It's not like I'm a mage, I'm a warrior, I'm a guy that cleans your shoes. You pick a class. No, I'm serious. You pick a class. You pick a
Pick a
class.
song.
That's a class I'm not familiar with.
The shoe cleaner. No, you pick a class, and as you kill things, they drop skill stones, and you attach those stones to different weapons, and it unlocks abilities. So, like, you can be a warrior that can shoot fireballs and heal and teleport. It's the coolest thing ever. It's like craft your own class. And so I think that is really freaking
That
awesome.
sounds
So
really freaking awesome.
That does sound awesome, but my question is, how do they monetize it? Is there pay to win options?
It is
in
not
this,
pay to
or-
win. The only thing you pay for is you can buy new character slots, you can buy more bag space, and you can buy like luxury items, like make your guy wear a pirate hat and he has rocket boots for feet or something like that. I don't know. But there is no. You can play the game.
No, it's a good game.
100%.
It is a good game. I played it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can play 100% through without spending any money at all. It just you get, I guess, not a leg up, but you get some convenience things with some money, and it's not expensive. You spend $5 and you can unlock a new slot in your another tab in your bag or your bank or whatever, or something like that. Yeah, I've been playing that, and then I've also been playing the game Roost.
Bruce.
I don't know that. Man, you're dropping knowledge. I don't know any of this stuff.
Dude, right here, I am like the indie king. That's all I've been playing lately because I have an addiction. And you guys are talking about backlogs on Steam. I have 230 games I have never
Dang.
played.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, between getting free games from developers and publishers and spending everything in my bank account on Steam sales, I have no money.
How do I get in on this?
I will send you the hookup.
No, I'm
Actually,
just
if you really want to play a game, I have. Do you have a Mac?
I don't.
If then you missed out on free games.
I have a Mac.
Well, you suck it. I'm not giving you anything.
I'm sorry. You don't have like,
I was just playing.
we'll go into this on our after show, all right?
For those of you that hadn't tuned into the prior podcast, apparently Sean was talking mad smack about indie games.
And on our podcast that we just recorded, I gave him the smack face, and he likes indie games.
And the smack. Okay, now he does. Okay, good. All right, then.
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
So anyway, I've been playing Roost, and that's kind of like it's a weird game. You like have a planet with like 4 gods on it, and one's like swamp, one's forest, one's desert, and one's water. And you have to like place things and build up technologies, and then you have followers, and they like worship you, and they unlock certain things, and they do stuff. It's almost like it kind of reminds me of Black and White, but on a really minimalistic scale. It's really cool.
So good black and white.
Oh my now. Oh my.
I guess not so much Black and White, maybe more Populous, but it's one of those like God sim games.
Okay. So yeah, I was thinking about Populous, and then there's come on, Super Nintendo.
Goddess.
I'm done.
ActRaiser?
ActRaiser, thanks. Like that ish.
ActRaiser, yes. That's a game.
Here.
That is a game.
That's a game right there, guys.
All right, cool. So I would like to ask me a question. What am I playing? Oh, Well, I'm glad I asked. No one else is going to ask me.
What game are you
I'm
playing?
the one asking the question.
Eric?
So.
Oh wait, hold
hey,
on,
thank you.
Before you start,
Oh.
we just poured
Oh, yes, we poured a new beer.
the coconut curry Hefeweizen. We got to try that.
People care about this. We got to talk about this. All right.
Man, you guys have such good beers down there.
When I smell this beer, I'm smelling that curry.
I am too.
Cheers.
I love curry. I do love curry. I'm jelly, man.
Oh, man. That is interesting and also good. I can really taste the curry. There's a lot of curry in that.
That is damn good.
Get that if you like curry. The end.
And coconut.
They don't have it in Indiana, sir. I'm pretty sure they don't. So
They actually probably do.
Colorado is kind of known for its beers, though. I mean, what was it? You're something like in the world, Andrew, you're going to tell me?
Well, Denver brews more beer per capita than in anywhere else.
That's crazy. Microbrews. Cool. All right, so I've been playing Pokemon X still. Playing that. I've got like 12 hours in, and I still haven't played anyone online. I really want to do that. Enjoying that. And then I just beat Super Castlevania 4 playing that because, you know what? I never beat it. I'm ashamed to say. So I finally just beat it. It was awesome. Playing on Wii U. Looks gorgeous. The end. That's all I got.
Eric's the one that bought
What?
a Wii U.
I'm the
I
one.
bought a Wii U.
There
Hey,
you
I
go.
bought a Wii U.
I like
Wait. Is your Wii U actually at your house?
it. Yeah.
Well, my Wii is being
Oh, I was like, what?
babysit.
Who is
My
peeing on their microphones?
I don't know. My Wii is babysitted. Adam. My real Adam is being
I
babysitted.
like it. What's up?
My Wii is being babysitted by real Adam. No replacement Adam.
Baby Shat.
Baby Shat. All right, so it's weird. All right, so what? Now that after all that, we're ready to start the podcast. If you guys have to go play your PS4 at some point, please just let me know and you can bounce. But I would like to start it off. We're gonna finally talk about stuff, but it's a lot of people. I'm not used to it. So, what we're gonna talk about tonight, since it's so apropos, because today, PS4 was launched. Apparently, everyone on this podcast except me and Andrew picked one up. A PS4, and a week from today, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
Xbone
Xbone.
Xbone 1. Oh wait, that's redundant.
That's redundant, yes.
We're the Wizards.
So Andrew's talking about he's going to pick up the Wizards.
I'm gaming and doing stuff at the same
Oh, okay.
time, so
Oh, okay.
You're going down, dude. I'm sorry, buddy.
So apparently someone's going down.
I'm going down. But
so-
I'm sorry.
So Xbox One, Andrew's going to be picking one up. I'll probably end up picking up both. You said you were going to probably pick up both at some point.
I don't know what I'm going to get either.
I'm
but
leaning
it'll
toward
be a
probably
lot.
get PS4 first, but you know what? I'm going to see how it goes at
That's-
this point.
that's
So
what I'm doing too.
let's just ask you guys, whoever wants to go first. I'm not going to call on you guys. PS4, tell me about the launch.
The launch for this was actually rather simple. It wasn't as easy as the Wii U launch, which I just walked in and picked it up. But there's I waited in line for a bit. I just pre-ordered because pre-ordering is the way to go on things. So really simple. Really, I was expecting to get stabbed.
Not like the PS3.
No, my game was it's kind of in a shady area of Indianapolis.
Where'd you go?
So
He's playing basketball, like real basketball.
Heard it.
yeah, I'm doing real basketball here. I'm dribbling because everyone in India plays basketball, and we're all really good at it. So
Wait, isn't the shady part of Indianapolis called Indianapolis?
Oh my goodness, he didn't say that.
did not say that.
He didn't go there.
We are a great town.
Yeah,
Great
no
town.
one said anything about
Wait, that's
Colorado.
not
Be nice.
Indianapolis. I don't say anything about Colorado,
Yeah.
which Colorado is great, by the way.
Oh,
But
So really, not a big fuss, like not a big line or anything with that launch.
because they only had like 30 some pre-orders that they could give out, so I didn't get stabbed. There was security there, for a good reason, because I didn't want to get stabbed.
Seriously, was it?
It was for you.
So if I got stabbed, it would have been a bad thing.
I agree.
So,
Can you just walk into a store and buy?
I like how you had to specify. If I got stabbed, that would be a bad thing.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be bad.
Do you think you could just walk into a Walmart and buy a PS4 today, or
That's
do you
what I
think they
wanna
sold
know.
out?
I don't know. Would they be?
We tried earlier today and we couldn't get one.
Couldn't get one.
Okay.
I was
They hated
curious.
us and they said come back on Sunday.
That sucks. Okay.
That's still not bad though. Mine was delivered to my house.
Oh, sweet.
Amazon.
That's smart.
That's a smart move.
Yep.
Don't worry about getting stabbed.
Let's just leave it on the porch while you're at work. It'll be fine.
Yeesh.
Yeah, because I don't live in Indianapolis, and my neighbors are all old, and crime doesn't really happen here.
Nice.
So we do that.
You're privileged.
I'm sorry.
That's the only reason you
I'm
would
sorry
choose
for my
the
living
Wizards.
of state of. I can't even speak right now.
Unless you went with a classic game when Jordan actually came.
So basketball.
I'm sorry, Michigan.
So John, you picked up a PS4. What was your experience?
Pretty much I went into Fry's. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Fry's electronics store.
Heard of it.
I was actually went in about like 12:30, and like it was just like in and out. There was no one there.
Nice.
Dang, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, should I be depressed about that?
Did you pre-order or did you just walk in and get one?
Oh no, yeah, it was totally pre-order.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And can I ask you what the theme of your fries was?
Sweet
French?
potato.
High five for being on the
Delicious.
same brain length.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Out here, all of our fries have some sort of theme, and they're all decorated.
Like
a certain way.
pirate themes?
Really, like
Ours do too.
Ours is
in
Indianapolis.
Tejas.
Ours is about like the Indy 500, so we have a bunch of race cars.
Huh.
And we have a big old cow and cowboys in one of them, and the other one is themed like an electronics store.
see our themes is like socially awkward people with bad haircuts wearing ties is the theme of our fries.
Race
I
cars.
could get
dude.
behind that.
We have race cars.
Sounds like the
John,
Apple store.
I'm pretty sure it's going, but I'm pretty sure there's only one, and I'm pretty sure it's race cars.
If we had one, it would be weed.
We don't have.
Oh.
We-
All right, so that high technology. That was a pun. I felt like I had to point that out. That was real sad.
Oh,
So-
good.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. So yeah, we haven't picked up anything new. So anyone else? Everyone. So you said that you didn't get one, Piper?
No, and I will explain this for a second. I'm rather anti Sony, and I don't think I will pick one up until the first price drop. I don't see the point in purchasing a system that has 0 good games for it at launch.
Yeah.
And it's very anticlimactic for me. So I don't want to spend $400 on a system that I won't play for a year.
Yeah, I heard the launch titles aren't like super killer. So I mean, like, what's really out there? I mean, we don't have to go through all of them, but like, what's the killer app right now? I guess for PS4.
I want to say the closest thing to anything being good that's an exclusive like PS4 is going to be the meh Killzone. I mean, like, okay, this is what's weird about this to me. It's like IGN and Sony, they're in bed together. So IGN gives it an 8.8. They say this game is good, go buy it. But you look at sites like Polygon. I'm a big fan of the Polygon. Kotaku. They both were like, Polygon was like, this is a 5, don't buy it, wipe your butt with it. And Kotaku just said flat out, do not buy this garbage.
Wow.
So I don't know. That's such a weird thing to me that there's such like a difference in the reviews in these games. I might, like we had said, myself and John from the website, he had said, not this John that's on here, but another John, we're talking about that it's because Sony's check clears IGN and, they got a good review.
All right.
So I mean, I'm not behind that, and the rest of the games are games that I could, well, like she was saying, Octo-dad. It's supposed to be a pretty decent game when it comes out, but it's gonna be on PC first, and I'm a PC elitist, so I'm gonna put it on my computer because I got a balling computer, and I would rather spend $330 on a new video card, and I'm gonna stomp all over the Xbone and PS4. And then spend that money on a console that I really don't need, and most of the games are going to be on the PC anyway.
All right. Okay. Yeah. See, my PC's not good, so I just say, all right, give me the easy.
I tried to
understand
troubleshoot that. I tried to troubleshoot his PC, so
Yeah, you did.
no avail.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Sean.
I completely understand that because to get to a point where you can play stuff like Tomb Raider or Assassin's Creed 4, or 5, whatever this one is, Bearded Pirate Man's, you have to drop like $1,200 at least to get a good system, and not everybody can do that. But once you're at that point, once you spend all that money up front, then you can just slowly upgrade, and you're going to have a way better experience than you are on any next gen console. Because what's next gen now was PC 2 years ago.
Right, that's true.
And what I was thinking about today when I was listening to, the fact that new consoles haven't come out for 7 years. Well, guess what? How hard is it to upgrade your PC versus I gotta wait another 7 years for a new console to come out?
Bam, memory, video card done. Give me Assassin's Creed.
Man, too much technical stuff. I can't be bothered. I'm too dumb.
and that's totally it. Those are the people. I'm not saying anything against anybody.
No, I'm good with it.
That's the thing is some people could either care less about upgrading a computer or computers in general, or don't want to mess with it just
Yeah.
because it can't. It's not everybody is technical. Not all of us
Yeah.
have degrees in computer maintenance or networking, and we
Magic.
have this experience. Yeah, it's black magic to most
Yeah.
people how we make this stuff work.
Like-
So I mean, I totally get it. I understand where everybody's coming from, but I would rather have the complete like experience and something that I can, I guess, control over me spending money on something that's just like, I'm not excited about this at all.
Anytime
really
I
only
touch the
one-
Magic Box, it's not good.
There's really only one reason why I see that people are going to continue getting like be loyal like Microsoft and whatever. It's gamer score. Like people are obsessed with
They are
these
pretty
fake,
obsessed with that.
these fake internet points.
No, I
What can
think
I buy
Barricade
with
and
these?
Ashley Olsen is a good
Oh,
game.
Superman.
I got 12,000 because it's good.
Xbone has achievements for watching shit on Netflix.
Oh boo! Oh boo!
What? That's winning right there. That's what I call Class A right there.
How many points do I get for watching Orange is the New Black?
That show's
I
awesome.
A lot.
Do I get a hat for my avatar or like a jumpsuit, because I'm all
That
over
would be
that.
kinda smart.
Xbone, when you come out, you're gonna be in my living room.
That would be really smart if they did that.
Yeah.
It would
Like
be
something
freaking
from
awesome.
Pet it in there. Just pet it. All right. All right. So everyone good on the current console? Because we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back in time. Anyone else have any final thoughts on PS4? Or
Oh,
how
PS4.
about this? How about this?
Next
Xbox
year.
next week. Tell me what you feel about Xbox.
It's the next generation, guys. Come on.
I want to chime in on this. I think that Xbox has superior launch titles.
Xbone.
It's
Xbox.
that 720p though, guys.
Who cares?
What are they?
What are the superior launch
We
titles?
don't pay attention to news.
They are probably better launch.
Here we go. Ready? We're going to talk about Forza 5.
Okay.
Okay, Forza 5.
Wait. Which
Don't care.
4 or 5? Make up your
Nah.
mind. See what I did?
Forza 5's at 6.
4 or 5? Okay, I'm being dumb.
Forza 5. We got the Killer Instinct.
Okay.
Arcade whores like myself are excited about that.
Wow.
Pay per character.
We got some
Oh.
Zoo Tycoon. I'm pretty stoked about that.
And elephants pooping, dude. Elephants
Dude,
pooping.
I'm gonna clean up some poop. We got a golf game that I've never heard
got
of.
delayed though. Plants vs Zombies.
Aw.
What's it called?
Is that a launch title?
It was
It's Garden Warfare.
Garden Warfare. That's it. It was gonna be a launch title,
Aw.
but it has been delayed.
That's too bad.
What about the Legend of Dragoon knock? Oh no, not Legend of Dragoon. The dragon flying around on the back
Crimson
of
Dragon. Crimson Dragon.
Crimson Dragon. Dude, that game looks freaking awesome.
Oh, good.
Huh.
What else? And then there's the zombie face smash game.
Dead Rising 3.
Dead Rising 3. There we go.
Zombies face smashy.
Smash
That's
through.
as close as I'm gonna
200 zombies on screen at once.
That
I mean,
game is officially known as Zombus.
Zombies.
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 Zombies 3.
The re-zombing.
I think there's some other games. There's a couple other games too that are coming out that I'm kind of freaking out about. What are they? Does anybody remember?
It must be so exciting.
Sunset Overdrive is amazing.
Rise, Son of Rome. I am actually excited about that since they dumped all the Kinect BS off of it.
Yeah,
Dude,
but that's
I'm
just
looking forward to that.
that's just a QTE game. I mean, I don't know.
But
That
it's gonna
game
be a
doesn't look like it has
awesome
any good
game,
gameplay.
though. It's going to look amazing, all right?
It's
I think
amazing.
it looks like it's cool.
Next
It's
year's
going to be a
game.
good weekend play. I'll play that on the weekend, and that looks like it'll be fun.
Neckbeards are going to be amazing in that game, all right?
It is
Dude, I
some
can-
amazing neckbeards.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think the only other release title is Loco Cycle, which I don't even know what that is.
Oh.
That's Twisted Pixel.
Wait, did you say
it?
Loco Cycle?
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, and they're going to Indiana, so it's the only game that's going to be set in Indiana. So, let's go us.
Oh, wait.
Indiana
You
Jones.
can play the Colts in Madden.
But that's a sports game, dude. It doesn't count.
I agree. It doesn't. It definitely doesn't.
Unless it has, like, awesome neckbeards, it doesn't count.
Well, if it has Andrew Luck in the video game, it has to have awesome neckbeards.
Yeah, Andrew Luck has an amazing
like
neckbeard.
2K's next-gen neckbeards. It's not as good as 2K's next-gen neckbeards. So,
The Pacers have awesome neckbeards in NBA.
no, there's not. Well, David West has a cool little goatee going on, but it's not an awesome neckbeard or anything.
Is someone taking a hit off a bong right now? Sounds like graphics.
One of you Colorado hookers.
All right, so let's stop talking about next gen because this is we're next.
Depressing. It's
I'm
depressing.
depressed.
Let's go back.
I'm sad.
Who is the oldest here? Maybe we don't need to do that.
I'm
The oldest.
29 almost.
No, 31. to beat, and Andrew's 32.
32.
So
Y'all are old.
someone got us beat that cares
No,
to.
Yes, I am 34.
Okay, what's the oldest
Crap.
system launch that you have a memory of?
Oh man, it's hard. I think 2600 maybe.
All right, what was that launch like?
I don't really remember it. I just remember really wanting it. So I don't actually think I got it at the time. I just remember begging my mom for it.
Yeah, because you would have been really young at that.
See, yeah,
time.
like I can't remember. Like my first console that I really that was like mine was the NES, and I don't really remember when the NES launched. I just remember wanting one because my neighbor had one. You know.
Let's find out.
Well, I know
1985.
I think.
No, before that.
In New York, they did the thing in.
But yeah, I just don't remember the launch because I was too little to really remember it.
Yeah.
But I know I wanted one, and I wanted to play Mario.
Hold on now.
No, I didn't say Mario. I
All
said
right.
Mario.
People
Hold on, why do all y'all guys say Mario? When
Mario Brothers, come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
like
Mario.
played Mario at they had the arcade cabinet at this pizza place like close to my house, and that's where I played it first. And then my neighbor got an NES, and he was able to play Mario at home. And I kept telling my parents I need to have that, but I don't remember the launch.
Okay. I mean, my own
83.
83? Oh well,
In Japan,
It was 85 or 86.
the Famiclam came out.
Famiclam.
Uh,
Yeah, Famicam.
Famiclam. I like where this is
The
going.
Flamiclam.
The flaming clam came out. All right.
Flam.
This is a good picture for the podcast. A flaming clam.
A flaming clam.
I mean, that
Don't-
sounds like a strip
Google
club.
that.
It sounds like an STD.
Or
Actually.
Google that. I mean,
Oh, you got the flaming clam.
So it launched October 18th, 1985 in North America. I think they did like a what's that toy store in New York? It was in Home Alone.
Schwartz?
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was
Story?
FAO Schwartz.
Oh no shit.
And the lunch there, I mean, obviously I know nothing about that because I'm from Colorado. Plus, I would have been 3. All I remember is like commercials. I think like the first set of commercials it had, they talked about like the zapper gun and stuff. It was like a kid
Rob the Robot.
a dark
Oh,
room,
yeah.
and there was just like a bunch of monitors that were showing like the launch games.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen that.
And I think they had like Hogan's Alley, and I think. Oh god, the launch games.
All right, who just slammed their head against the wall?
That was my pop filter hitting my microphone.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, it's working really well.
I like this.
That made the loudest pop I've ever heard.
Identify.
It's not. It doesn't filter
The
physical.
pop generator.
Right.
Pop Gin. All right. Anyway, but yeah, no, that's what I like wanting it, and then my mom got one from my dad. Actually, I've told the story 1,000 times, so I'll be super quick. But I would have been like 4 or 5 years old, and they got the system that came with 2 controllers and Super Mario Brothers, and that was it. And my mom bought Super Pitfall. So that was my recollection of
I'm sorry you got Super Pitfall.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about that.
I liked it, but like I didn't understand like why do I have to jump at random to pick up items? Like that was super annoying. But the launch titles, like the really only launch title I obviously got, the original 10 I think it was Super Mario Brothers. But I will stop there. What's your guys' remembrance of that? Is
I remember the Super Nintendo came out.
yeah. How about regular?
John hasn't played this yet.
I was already like, I think I was like just born when the Nintendo came out. I didn't get that to like 80.
He wasn't alive yet when that came out.
I was like 80. I was like 1. I was like, was it 85 or 86 when it came out?
83.
85.
Well, in the U.S. when it was out, like
85.
to everybody, 85. So I was probably just either being born or not born yet.
How do you not know when you were born?
What month did it come out?
October 18th.
Okay, so I was just born. I was born in June of
Were
85.
you born in '85? I thought you were like 26.
28, dude.
Okay, we're the same age. We're brothers.
Brothers. So we're both named Sean.
That's
Mhm.
right. Are you guys the
We
same?
are actually related.
Okay.
Yeah, because our parents thought it'd be funny.
All right, so what do you remember about the Super Nintendo launch?
Super
Well,
Nintendo.
we gotta do everyone.
Best launch lineup, by the way. for the
Then we'll
Super
go to Super Nintendo.
Nobody
Best-
remembers.
best launch lineup.
Well, hold on. Does anybody else remember Nintendo before we move on to Super Nintendo?
No,
Not a
I
lot.
was like 2, I think, or 2. Oh, I was just born. I was 1.
All right.
We're seriously like
And hey, I told when I was 5 years old, that wouldn't have been at launch. That would have been 87 when I got one. So just your first, NES experience.
Tell us about your first time.
Oh my. I like the
My
way.
first
I
time.
I just
uh,
remember
watched
continuously
my-
going to Hills to play the demo of Nintendo.
Would you
Pretty much my
first?
recollection. I think it was Kid Icarus I played a lot.
Man, I wish
That was a bad game.
Oh no,
I prayed to bejesus
off
I
the pad
Chris
cast.
for,
off the
Of the pad
What was that? The pad thai pad thai cast.
I was no. Here's my story about Kid Icarus. I was so sad one year. Like I prayed to Santa Claus to get Kid Icarus on Christmas,
I don't think that's how it works.
and I
I
didn't get it. I didn't get it. I was quite sad. I was pretty sad about that. That and Tiny Toons. I wanted for NES, and I didn't get it for Christmas. Santa failed me.
Damn you, Invisible Man. Oh wait, no, he's real. Sorry.
He's real. Kids,
Are
right?
are we talking? Are you talking about Jesus or Santa?
Santa Claus.
He's real.
I didn't know because he was praying to him, so I thought that he thought they're the same person.
My religion is Chris Kringleism.
I like it.
And that's when you became an atheist.
Do I get a special like insignia or a tattoo or a string if I join your Christmas?
No, you get a Santa hat.
Oh, that's it. That's I'm
maybe
not.
some reindeer ears.
99 cents at King Supers. That might be
Kingston,
Colorado. Kingston. It's a Jamaican hat.
That's it. Oh man, what you doing with the hat?
Ho 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 and ting me seen.
That's a good,
That was a terrible accent.
What the hell was that?
We're not doing the Jamaican people justice right now, guys.
That was like a Jamaican Christopher Walken.
Jamaican. Great.
We're gonna get letters.
Yeah, we're gonna probably have to cut it. So, anyone else on the NES before we move forward? And we're moving forward. Super Nintendo. Okay.
Oh wait, I want to talk about it. I got a Nintendo for Christmas from my uncle in like 1989.
Okay.
And that was my real first experience to video games, and I freaked out about it, and that's all I did for the rest of my life. I got the system, and I got the Mario / Duck Hunt game, and I also got there was another game, some obscure game I don't even remember.
Who dropped a Hot Wheels in a blender?
That's a really good description.
I didn't do that.
I think Sean needs to stop.
This is the Noisecast. This is a field recording. This is an experimental podcast.
Whoa. Turn into some dubstep.
All right.
Anyway, Uncle bought me Nintendo. I played Mario and Duck Hunt a lot, and Track and Field.
I'm sorry, that game was a workout.
It's
What, dude?
I was a little kid and I thought that was too much work.
It is working out. I used to see, like, I tried to take it for reals, and I would like run and lift my knees.
Yeah,
and
it was
stuff.
working out until you found out you could just hammer on the pad with your fists.
Well, no, that's not what I did. Like, I stood on the balls of my toes and I slammed my heels down as hard as I could. It's really. I actually did get a sweat on that. You know.
That one game where you're making hamburgers was much better.
Yeah.
Handy dandy.
Burger.
I remember the game. No, it wasn't Burger Time. It was the one that you used the trackpad with.
I remember that game. I don't know.
Like you made hamburgers, like you're ordering hamburgers for people.
Oh, so you short order.
Yeah, short order. Yeah, that was much
you
better.
make hamburgers,
Yeah.
you run it off.
Yeah.
That was a much better game than Track and Field because I didn't get that much of a workout with that because I was kind of a chubby kid growing up. And I'm still kind of chubby.
Who here was a fatty when they were a little kid? I was.
Raise your hands. Oh, no one knows.
I was a fatty up until about 2 years ago.
Nor does it's not having like.
Who else? I gotta know.
Oh, who just opened
Someone
a bottle
popped
of
a
something?
cork. What'd you drinking?
That's the tequila in my mouth.
Noisecast.
It's just straight. I'm done with it.
Dang. That's awesome. All right, anyone else? NES memories before we move forward? We're talking about launch or the first time you played it?
SNES.
Super Nintendo. So, Sean, you were talking about Super Nintendo. Sorry, we're finally to it.
Best launch lineup ever. You had let's see, we had Super Mario World,
Pilot.
great games,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had Turtles in Time.
That was a launch title?
That was a launch title
One of the best games I've ever played.
F-Zero.
good.
because I got it at the Christmas of the Super Nintendo launch. What else we have? We had what other
F-Zero.
F-Zero.
Yes.
So best launch lineup I'd say ever.
That might be true.
I will agree with that. Should we write it to the record? Should we make a Wikipedia entry?
Oh, I don't know.
Can you
We
think
can't
of
make
a
it official?
launch lineup? You know what had a shitty launch lineup? The PS2, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, that was a turd.
Oh.
And that was like the actual first like launch console I went to and actually picked up the system at launch.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there though.
So Super Nintendo, yeah, no, that's really hard to beat. I guess I really can't argue with that.
Some of the best games from the console were launch
their
titles.
launch games, yeah.
I would like to also bring this to the next level and say the Super Nintendo had some of the best games, like quality games, of any system.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah.
It was.
There's so many awesome games that just like blew my mind when I was like however old I was when that came out. I don't even know.
Does anyone actually remember the launch though? Because I actually
No.
I don't. I remember some of the advertising around like the Genesis. Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah, I
But I
got
don't
the
actually
console
remember
for
the launch.
Christmas. I didn't get it for launch. I got it the Christmas of
Yeah,
it.
so did I.
When it came out.
Yeah, I don't know when it came out, but it was definitely. I definitely got it several months later, at least, maybe even a year later.
Yeah, I got it on Christmas that year. I remember taking it to my granny's house and playing it over her house because she was only time we could really play video games at my grandma's house is if we took on Christmas. We took our new video game system over.
I remember we had this conversation on the podcast. Didn't you have to bring your TV too because you lived in the woods in a tree?
No, she lived in a trailer out in the country, and
But she didn't have TV, right? You had to bring your own TV?
no, I didn't have to bring my own TV. We didn't have to do that. We did talk about it on our podcast. But this is a different
Wow.
podcast now.
I was just saying those were facts.
Those things happen.
Those
They
things
happened.
They really
I
have.
was there because we were like
We're related, dude. He came with us, and
I was there. I
Video
experienced
games.
everything that Sean experienced. We're doppelgangers.
yeah.
Apparently. Yeah, the same name.
Yep.
So, we moved forward to Super Nintendo, but did anybody have a Genesis launch experience?
Not
Oh.
really. I got a Genesis afterwards.
I had Genesis at launch. My grandparents bought it for me, and
Did you play a
I
lot of
loved
Altered Beast?
Did it what?
Altered Beast, was that a launch title? I think it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
No, I didn't. I had Sonic for the longest time, and that was it. I played the balls off some Sonic.
Yeah,
That was my jam.
What about Kid Chameleon? Did you have that game?
I did have Kid Chameleon, and I love that game.
Was that a launch title?
I think it was, wasn't it?
I think
It was
so,
not.
That was a good game.
I have the list here, actually. Altered Beast, Last Battle, Space Harrier 2, Super Thunderblade, Thunder Force 2, and Tommy Lasorda Baseball.
Wow, really?
Wah, wah, wah.
That sounds terrible. And I only, like I said, I had Sonic for the longest time. And
Sonic
then
wasn't a
finally,
launch title?
No.
Wow.
No, it didn't. I thought it came with the system.
It did come with a system later on, but apparently it was not a launch title.
Then I did not have it at launch. I had it once they decided to give me Sonic.
It came out in America 1989, August 14th.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I don't
did not
remember
have
the
that.
Genesis launch, and I don't remember Super Nintendo, but I do remember the 32X.
Tell me about it.
Well,
I was very excited to get a 32X.
Ooh, oh, spoilers.
Did you?
Too good.
Did you have Area 51?
No, I got what was the Sonic game on there?
It was Knuckles Cortex, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had that, and then I had Doom, and I
Was
think
Doom awesome on it?
well, no,
No.
No.
Doom is only awesome on PC
Yeah.
in 1991.
and I
Now,
think
did-
those might have been the only two 32X games I ever got, and out of the 8 or 9 that were.
Well, it was one of those things with an attachment on top of an attachment, which was on
Yeah.
top of more attachments.
Yeah, did you ever form the Sega CD 32X?
I never
monster?
I never
It's
owned
like
it.
a transformer. It's awesome.
No, didn't they actually have a 32X CD that came out too?
I think so. I never owned a Sega CD though.
No, I think it was the two together because I remember
Right.
watching on some James Rolfe where he was talking about some shooting zombies game on the 32X CD.
Yeah, the Sega the 32X CD is like probably my favorite console ever.
Oh,
That's
wow.
dude, for real. It is like a dang Power Ranger. You had to get a bunch of your friends together and you turned into a big robot.
Like, because honestly, Sewer Shark is one of my favorite games of all time. So I have very fond memories of the Sega CD.
You know what was the best about that game was the acting.
More like whack dang.
Mwah.
I don't know. So the launch for that was Doom
Yeah,
and Star Wars Arcade. The end.
that's it.
That's
It was
that's
games
the
on
worst
launch?
ever.
You know, I remember like there being a McDonald's at the place where I used to play the 32X that had sold like pizza. It's like the only McDonald's I've ever seen that did that. Totally off
I
topic.
went to a McDonald's in Hawaii that sold pizza and like a steak.
Wow, a steak at McDonald's. I'd eat
They had a
the
steak at McDonald's, but
I'd
think
eat
it was
I'd eat the McSteak.
the McSteak sandwich with a chicken.
Oh, the best McDonald's, since we're off topic like we always are. McDonald's in Japan is the best McDonald's. I went there.
They have like crab,
Dude, they have crazy things.
they have like crab burgers. Dude, those things are amazing. I had it. It was good.
Yeah, I had like it was like a breakfast thing, but I could have it anytime, I guess. And it was a teriyaki burger, it was basically like the biscuit sandwich, yeah, but it was with teriyaki chicken, and then it had like these fries. It's called shaka shaka, and you put like
Shaka Khan.
shaka Khan, shaka Khan.
Chaka 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 Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Shaka Khan, let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, that's all I wanna do. Shaka Khan, let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, cause I feel for you. Shaka Khan, what you tell me what you wanna do?
I'm gonna put that in there, and then I put a barbecue sauce on it, or barbecue powder, or you could put like salsa powder, and you put it in the bag and you shake up the fries. It was delicious, and I had oolong tea. It was a uniquely Japanese McDonald's experience. Anyway,
So
the end.
I have an off-topic question for you, then, sir, Mr.
would like to hear
Eric. Did you lived in Japan?
No, I was only there for a week.
Why were you in Japan?
Why did I leave is a better question, but no, I was just there because I have a friend in Japan, and she came out and visited me for 3
He
days.
really liked the movie Lost in Translation,
This is why I went
so
there.
he wanted to go recreate the experience.
And
I'm just
yeah, no, my friend came out here, and I've just been like obsessed with Japan basically since I was 16, and I just went out there to visit her and her family, and I was there for a week. And I just went for vacation, basically. But I really did want to go there to teach English in Japan, and I
did
applied.
it totally blow your mind going there?
Oh, God, it was awesome. I mean, there was a lot of culture shock, but I am dying to go back. I can't believe. I mean, I haven't been back since 2000, and
I feel like that is the cultural epicenter of the world. Like, it is the coolest place that you can go.
I want to go back to Japan myself. It was nice.
Now, have you guys seen the Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown Japan episode?
yeah, that's
Weird thing. Adam and I were talking about it. Is this the episode with tentacle?
Well, he hangs out with the inventor of tentacle porn. Yeah.
What? That's so weird. Adam and I were just talking about it yesterday. He's not here because he's sleeping.
Making his own
Big.
podcast. He's making his own podcast. We have replacement. Replacement Adam.
Radam.
Adam, how you doing?
She bounced and didn't tell us. She's just
Nope, she's still there.
She's playing
She's just-
PS4.
She's making cake.
The
We're gonna
cake
just
is a
sit here in
lie.
silence till she talks. The cake is a lie. She just wanted to play PS4.
Yeah.
Oh look, and we're the only ones left.
Who left? Oh, is it? Wait, who's
Oh,
left?
Sean's still there. I have clicked on him.
John, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for hanging still, even though this is way the hell off topic. Let's get back, you guys. Where did we go? Where are we right now? This is like extra stuff. This is not actual podcast material.
They did.
Is someone like winding up a toy?
I'm doing mouse. I'm moving my mouse wheel. I'm glad this isn't on the podcast.
So PS4, she's playing it. We were talking about it. Sega Saturn. Did you guys have anything to do with it?
I had a Sega Saturn.
Yeah. Were you there at lunch?
No, I wasn't there at launch, but I had one.
Yeah, I remember like after the lunch, like they had a really good. I mean, like a pretty good deal. It was like whatever the cost of the system was, and you got like 4 games for free.
Yeah,
It was like when you could realize they were going out, and like one of them was really some kind of like NASCAR thing or something.
That's just when they put them on clearance because no one was
Basically-
buying.
that was Daytona, right? That was
So that's gonna
Yeah,
be
That
the
was a
Wii.
good game.
That's gonna be the Wii U in about 6 months.
Oh no! Come on, Wii U's gonna make it.
It's gonna make it, dude. All right.
We can do it. We can bring it up to the top.
This podcast's gonna put him over the top. All right.
So
We should get free ones.
go buy Wii U, everybody. It's a great system.
She has officially dropped now.
And that's okay. All right. Well, so long to Radam, and thank you for being on the podcast.
Sad story. We wave at you, but you can't see us.
It's okay. So what was I saying? Any other? Okay. So
All right, now
let's-
who is spraying whipped cream into a fan?
Whoa.
I like this imagery.
Sean has the craziest sounds coming from his house. It's like Poltergeist meets Iron Chef.
Welcome to Noisecast.
I'm sorry.
I remember since we're talking about Sega Saturn, I remember the Sega Saturn, and I wanted one so bad. I begged one for my parents for one. This was before I knew about anything because I was just a little kid. I wanted one so bad, but I never got one until I got one 2 weeks ago at the flea market, and I'm so freaking excited to play those games.
What did you pay for it?
We paid $3 for it.
That's amazing.
Wow. Let's talk about the PlayStation. Okay, 1994, December 3rd. The only thing I remember was, and this was actually not launch. whatchamacallit.
All right.
I don't remember. Was it Twisted Metal? That was like the big thing that they were pushing on TV, I remember. But the launch titles were Battle Arena Toshinden, ESPN Extreme Games. We had Keeley.
Wait. Is it Extreme with just an Extreme? Does it have an E?
No, it has.
Extreme?
Oh.
It was on until Extreme 2 that they just used the X.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh.
And then Keeley, the DNA Imperative, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Power Serve 3D Tennis, Raiden Project, Rayman, Ridge Racer, Street Fighter, the movie, the game, Total Eclipse Turbo. So those turds.
Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Wow,
That might be the worst lineup.
that's a pretty bad lineup, but it's not worse than 32X. I mean, at least it had Doom, but
I
that
don't
plus
know.
the Star Wars arcade game, was that really relevant at the time? That
It's a
shit
pretty
came
good
out in
game.
1983.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That might be the worst launch title.
At least it had more than 2 games.
That's true.
I don't know if we're talking about
Rayman.
worst,
Good.
but yeah, Rayman's a good game. That would have been out on PC before that, right? Probably.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. Do you
Does
guys have
anyone
anything
know?
to say about the PlayStation launch? I didn't pick one up at launch either, so
Yeah, I can't really remember it. I was kind of poor growing up, so like a lot of these I had to wait till
Wasn't the PlayStation like outrageously expensive when it came out?
I don't remember. Is it $400? That would have been outrageously expensive at the time.
I pretty much just remember hanging out at Media Play playing that in a Saturn
Oh yeah.
demos.
I'm looking it up. There's this neat graph on the internets that shows the price of consoles with inflation adjustment. I want to see. It shows. Let's see. So what was the most expensive console? The Neo Geo.
Yeah. No, well, obviously
PlayStation, $450.
that's high.
Well, I think that's inflation adjusted.
Dang. All right, so let's talk about Nintendo 64. Okay, there were 2 games. It wasn't a good launch as far as a number of
Okay, the
games.
PlayStation was $300.
Okay, well that's all right.
In modern
Oh, okay.
in 2013
Just for
dollars, it would be $459.
Ugh, that's pretty high. Yeah, that's too high. Pilot Wing 64, which I was not crazy about at the time, and Super Mario 64. I know Dave Banjo hating on the Super Mario 64, but I love that game.
That was a good game.
So good of a game. What do you guys got to say?
Here's
I never
Here's-
had a place or that console.
which PlayStation?
Nintendo 64.
No, N64. I never,
Apparently, we've checked.
I never had an N64 either.
Okay.
It's the only Nintendo console I've never owned.
that was $200 at launch.
What are you drinking?
A bunch of different stuff. I've been changing it around.
Okay. I've switched over to Firestone Velvet Merlin Oatmeal Stout.
What
Drink.
is this in order for, man? Is this like Jimmy?
Okay. So that, and then
We're talking about Jimmy John's.
do we have Piper and do we have John still?
Yes.
Yes.
Anything to say about the Nintendo 64 launch? Is it
Not launch. It took a while for it to really have games that I really cared about. I never was a huge fan of the Mario 64. I don't know. I didn't like the 3D aspect of it personally.
No, and you
I
know,
know I'm weird.
no, that's okay. No, I mean, you know, you're definitely not alone. I mean, Dave Banjo has tweeted at me a couple times, and he was talking about the biggest switch, like the biggest change between generations of consoles, was 8-bit to 16-bit. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. We'll talk about that. But to me, to go from Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64, that was the biggest change to me.
I'll
I mean,
agree
by
there.
far, I can't imagine anything being more extreme.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, there were some 3D games, like, you know, you had Star Fox, and you had, what was that, a Stunt Race FX or something?
Oh, sorry, SFX. Yeah, dude, I've run that game so many times. It's so amazing.
Were there any like 3D-ish games on Super Nintendo? I mean, like not just like Mode 7 or whatever, but like proper 3D games that came out.
Star Fox is the only
Balls.
one.
There was a game called
Okay.
Balls.
Sunrise Fix.
Balls
I think that was.
with
it
a
was
Z.
like yeah, I think it was like a Z or something. Where just like little ball that was like kind of like a FPS, except you were like a ball or something.
It's like a dodgeball or some junk.
You're like shooting balls at people. It's like it was very very crude, but it was.
I like the premise of this game. You said it was crude, and you're shooting balls at people.
Balls.
It was a thing.
All right. Oh man, let's talk about this. Atari Jaguar or Jaguar.
Never.
Jaguar.
Too expensive. Too expensive.
Jaguar.
Too expensive.
Cybermorph, and then Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. Moving on.
Yeah, we have
does that
nothing to
mean?
say about this.
Let's talk about an awesome launch. Let's talk about Sega Dreamcast.
Oh,
Whoop, whoop.
$99.99. I remember that. That's when it came out.
that was the date, man. They freaking sprayed that all over on their advertisements, like $99.99. It's
Yep.
like That's the coolest day ever, man.
Yeah. No, the game's Arrow Wings, Air Force Delta, Blue Stinger, Expendable, Flag to Flag, The House of the Dead 2, Hydro Thunder, Monaco Grand Prix, Mortal Kombat Gold,
Sonic,
NFL 2K,
Sonic
NFL
Adventure.
Blitz 2000, Pen Trisalon, Power Stone, Ready to Rumble Boxing, Sonic Adventure, Soul Calibur, TNN Motorsports Hardcore Heat, Tokyo Extreme Racer, and Trick Style. That's a pretty solid launch.
That is a pretty solid launch. I will stick with you on that. That if I owned the system and got it on launch, I would say probably best launch lineup. But Adam had one. Real Adam did. But I went over to his house and watched it and stuff. But it's solid. That's solid though.
I bought one at launch, and I mean, one thing that was disappointing was that there was a lot of consoles that could, actual Sega Dreamcast consoles that came out that were basically busted, and they would not play certain games.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't there like a major?
There was a big problem
snafu with Dreamcast?
And actually, this Dreamcast that I own to this day still will not play certain games.
Really?
It's really frustrating. So, like, I tried to play. I can't remember what game I tried to play recently, but it wouldn't have it. It only plays certain games. Some of the launch titles just don't work. So, that was a major problem, but I mean, early adopters get screwed. Like,
And plus, it had a game called Seaman towards the end of its life cycle.
yes, it did,
Dude,
which is awesome.
Seaman was an awesome game.
So awesome.
And you said they sprayed 9/9/1999 all over the place.
Seaman coming soon.
Seaman,
no,
come up.
Seaman coming soon.
Oh!
We're 12, the podcast. So yeah, no, I mean, and Sonic Adventure to me was like, I mean, okay, the games that really like made me think, okay, the next generation has arrived was like Ready to Rumble Boxing looked so damn good compared to what we had just been looking at, which was like the best stuff coming out on
Soul
PlayStation.
Calibur.
Soul Calibur looked gorgeous. Ready to Rumble, I mean, just like you couldn't believe it, NFL 2K. I remember I played that at my family's house at Thanksgiving, and they were like, "Oh, the game's on," and they thought it was an actual game. I was like,
Yeah.
"No, we're playing a video game." They're like, "What?" It was so mind-blowing how good it looked.
That's
And I
how
don't even
I-
care about football. Like, I don't care about sports games, but I bought that.
I'm jumping up
Were
a
they
little
born
bit.
in like 1870 and pioneers?
Well, no, actually,
What's this? It's called a TV.
in all
First of all.
seriousness, though, when I'm jumping ahead a little bit. When the PlayStation 2 came out and Madden, whatever year it was,
2000.
seriously,
Probably.
that's probably about right.
It
Yeah.
was
Anyway,
2000. Yeah, it was 2000.
a friend of mine was playing that, and I wasn't paying attention. I was playing like EverQuest or something on the PC, and I for a moment thought they were watching a football game. Like that was the first time that it actually tricked me. Until if you look close enough,
Right.
obviously it's not.
But if you glance, you're like,
But I could totally see how someone would think that.
that's a foosball. Oh, wait, no. It's a game.
It's
Oh,
hand
no,
egg,
what's
sir.
a game?
It's hand egg.
Those neck beards look so real.
Hey,
Little did they know.
it wasn't neck generation.
Yeah, that wasn't
Next
next
generation.
generation. Yeah.
No, not next. It's neck generation.
NECK in any case. So yeah, I mean, pretty solid lineup. I mean, we got Power Stone. That was a cool fighting game. Really unique.
I heard that was. I never played. I always wanted to play Power Stone,
Very cool.
but nobody I knew had a Dreamcast except Adam. I don't think he had Power Stone.
Dude, if you can get your hands on a copy of Power Stone 2, you got some money in your pocket.
Yeah. No, for sure. And Soul Calibur, you know what? The soul still burns to this day. What's it like? Soul Calibur 5 or 6 we're on?
Are
or
they still
whatever?
making-
Five. I
Yeah,
believe
five.
it's 5. And they're doing an HD remaster of Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah, wasn't it 2 that launched with the Dreamcast, or came out shortly after the Dreamcast?
The first one came
launched?
out with
the
the
first.
The first one came out.
Wow.
Well,
It
Soul
was like
Calibur, 'cause the
Soul
original-
Edge. It was Soul Edge, and then Soul Calibur, then Soul Calibur 2.
That's right.
Okay.
And then they sold out.
I never owned a Dreamcast either, so.
Man, Dreamcast was such a good console, but we're not talking about that. We're just talking about launches. So move on to PS2. See, Sega Dreamcast, like out of the gate, they were the first next gen system. It's kind of like Wii U. Wii U's like the first one out of the gate, and then like a while later, the new next gen systems came out. Like Dreamcast was the first one out of the gate, but it was just doomed to failure, unfortunately, because it was such a great system. I still think it's a great
It
system.
was a good system.
I do, yeah. It was good, yeah.
But
Just
now,
before its time,
Yeah.
the online
Was,
stuff. But
yeah, it
we're
was.
not talking about that. We're not talking about we're talking about launches.
it really was. So then, PlayStation 2 came out and killed it.
So PlayStation 2, I actually can remember
Launch,
that launch.
Not good.
No, they were terrible.
Armored Core 2, DOA 2 Hardcore, Dynasty Warriors 2, ESPN International Track and Field, ESPN Winter X Games Snowboarding, Eternal Ring, Evergrace, Fantavision. That's the big push.
Oh.
That's the big push.
Summoner.
That's like their. That's
Summoner
basically
was,
like
yeah.
that's their Super Mario 64's Fantavision. Gun Griffin Blaze, Madden NFL 2001. This doesn't seem right. I'm looking at Wikipedia. This seems wrong. But Midnight Club Street Racing, NHL 2001. Oh, that's all right. It's always a year ahead.
That sounds right.
Orphan,
Nice.
Scion of Sorcery, Cue Ball, Billiards Master. Now that's a killer app. Ready to Rumble Boxing 2 Round 2, Dreamcast. Take that. Ridge Racer 5, Silent Scope, Smuggler's Run, SSX. It's not bad. Street Fighter EX3. Meh. Summoner, Surfing H30, Swing Away Golf, Tekken Tag. What? Tekken Tag Tournament. It's too hard. Time Splitters, Unreal Tournament, Wild Wild Racing, and X Squad. Nothing really stands out there.
Yeah.
Okay, about the PS2 launch lineup. That was the actually first launch I actually attended.
Me too.
Was for the PlayStation 2. Like my mom's like totally dropped it out of the blue. It's like, hey, you want to go pick a PS2 today? Like we're on fall break. I'm like, yeah, sure, sounds great. And so we go pick it up. We go to Circuit City, rest in peace.
The city.
And totally did the Sammy Sosa, air love. Went to go pick it up. They did a raffle there, so they handed out tickets, and we were like one of the last people able to get a PS2. So we take home. I pick up Madden 2001. I pick up Dynasty Warriors. I pick up I think we got Street Fighter as well, EX3, which was garbage. Sling back and Fantasia, because I think that came with the system.
Fantavision.
Fantavision, yeah.
No, it didn't come with it because I never had that.
Well, I think it was a bundle that we got with it or something.
Oh,
like
sure,
that.
okay.
They did like a special bundle thing or whatever. I mean, it was cool at the time. It's like next gen. It's like, and just looking back on it though, there was like as further we went along with these launches, like the worse and worse. I think sometimes these launches have been, the exception being the Dreamcast. If you feel me.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah, I don't think there's
I
been a
feel
good
you.
launch in a long
I
time.
feel you, podcast style. So let's talk about the next one. Oh, anything to add in PS2 before we move forward?
Yeah, I mean, that was the first launch I ever attended to. I actually waited. I actually pre-ordered my PS2 on Amazon like 8 months before launch, and then I got a notice that like, oh, we're not going to have enough to fill all the pre-orders, so you're going to have to wait. So then I ended up waiting in line at Best Buy overnight from like 8 p.m. until like 6 a.m. the next morning.
God.
It was a long ass time.
That's brutal.
To get my PS2, and then I got my PS2 and I bought Summoner, Madden, Ridge Racer 5, and Tekken Tag Tournament.
How was Ridge Racer 5?
Do you guys?
Not bad.
Forgettable.
Yeah. Do you guys remember the whole gapple at Toys R Us? How they were selling them to like employees would be buying them and stuff like that. So they had to fill like the pre-orders.
Well, they were incredibly rare, like that whole Christmas season. So I actually ended up getting the one I ordered on Amazon like 3 or 4 weeks later, and I sold it on eBay for $600, which was double the price. So I basically got my PS2 for free, which at that time that was a huge deal. Like $300 was a big investment, So
That was a big investment for a console back then.
yeah. So that was awesome. So I have fond memories.
I remember when PS2 launched, I was not very fond about it because my employer at the time, I was working at a used game store. I was like, hey, can I get in on this PS2 action? He's like, nope, we're going to sell them to the customers. You're going to get a 10% discount.
You should have worked at Toys R Us, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. You worked at the wrong store.
Man, I saw something on Reddit like last year where they still had like an in-the-box NES with Rob, the friggin' robot.
No shit.
And everything completely sealed. And they're like, you have to throw this in the trash. If you take this, you're fired. And they totally took it.
Oh, yeah.
I would take it too.
Yeah, I would totally take
yeah.
it too, man.
Yeah.
That's worth some cash right there.
Yeah, no doubt. So, yeah, PS2, kind of depressing. Any final thoughts? Rest in peace, PS2.
It was a good system in the end, though.
Long run on then.
And it was a good system in the end.
Agreed.
There's still coming out PS2 games, like in
For
those flyover countries that don't have internet. And,
Flyover countries. I've never heard that. Flyover country. I've heard
like
Name
those,
one of
those
these
third world
flyover
countries that, they still get their yearly FIFA fix on a PS2.
Man, everything's FIFA except for US, man. US just doesn't know what's up, apparently.
I play FIFA, dude.
So-
Neck beard, dude. Neck beard.
Anytime it's sports, just neckbeard the game. What's this? Is this a soccer neck beard? All right.
It's a little bit more defined than the NBA neck beard.
They trim the neck beard a little bit.
It's just tasteful. So let's talk about GameCube launch. Now, this was the first time I think I got worried about Nintendo. Nintendo 64, I was like, man, they're moving into 3D. This is wicked. They're like, this is changing the game, man. Because, like, compared to PlayStation at the time, I was like, man, Nintendo 64. But, you know, I'm a Nintendo guy. What can I say? When their launch included Luigi's Mansion and not a Mario game for the first time, I was kind of worried.
Yeah. But Luigi's Mansion was still a good game.
It was
I
a good
love
game.
Luigi's Mansion.
It really was a good game, but like
And it's
just
the year of Luigi right now. Come on.
before I got it, I'm talking pre-launch. I was like,
Oh, okay.
gulp. This is not looking good, you know. GameCube overall didn't really have a great run. I mean, you know, Nintendo's always been really dependent on their first.
That was the start of their downfall, I think.
Yeah.
Until the Wii came out, and it was a big surprise. But
I definitely didn't get one at launch, but let's talk about the titles super quick. I'm just going to list them. When I say talk about, I'm going to list them. All-Star Baseball 2002, Batman Vengeance, Crazy Taxi, David Mira Freestyle BMX 2.
that was a system seller.
Was it? Disney did no. Hold on. This
It
one.
was the Tony Hawk of BMX biking.
Hold on. This one's even better. Disney's Tarzan Untamed.
Oh.
He takes off the loincloth.
You can't control this.
Luigi's Mansion, or how one of my fellow friends, well, not really friends, called Luigi's Mansion, Lugie's Mansion, inexplicably. Loogie.
That's so mean. Luigi's the coolest brother, dude.
He was a dunce calling him Loogie. What was he thinking? Madden NFL 2002 NHL Hits.
Hits with a Z, right?
2202. I don't know.
Yeah, that was like the Blitz.
Was that like NBA Jam?
Yeah,
Oh, that's so
that was the Blitz version of NHL.
Was it a turd? Because it sounds like a turd.
Well, if you liked Blitz, you'd probably like Hits.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Blitz and hits.
Rest in peace, then.
And
With
the
a Z.
NBA version was called Dunks.
First, that was called NBA Jam.
And then the golf one was just called Zzz, like sleeping.
Yeah.
SSX Tricky. That's a good game.
Sexy Tricky.
Tricky.
Yeah, I can't get that out of my head. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. That's awesome. 2 Rogue Leader. Super Monkey Ball. That's a pretty good game. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and Wave Race Blue Storm. You know, that's okay. It wasn't like a terrible launch, but like, man, without a Mario game, that was kind of rough. Anyone?
That's not a bad list, though.
Did anybody
There
do
were
a
couple
launch
good ones
on
in
that?
I didn't do launch on that, but I got like both that and the Xbox on Christmas that year because my parents spoiled the shit out of us, I guess.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The thing I remember, like the GameCube would work, but our Xbox was DOA and it didn't work.
So you played Dead or Alive?
No, the system was like DOA.
Oh, okay.
It did not work. So what we had was like the GameCube with a couple games, and we had an Xbox, and we got like that one running game for Xbox to work. That was the only thing that worked, and other games did not work. Yeah, it was a foot race game. We'll get into it when we get to the
What?
Xbox. A foot race game.
Oh, this
I
game
can't remember
didn't
the name.
exist.
Field.
You're like mascot, like cartoon characters running a foot race.
What
That is not a game.
That's a game.
I think I know
They
what you're
made that
talking
up.
about. We are going to talk about that.
We'll talk when we get to the Xbox launch.
So GameCube. So looking at the people we have left. We're talking to Piper and John. Any
And John.
GameCube things?
Honestly, I never owned the GameCube, so I don't have much to add to that, unfortunately.
Piper?
I owned a GameCube, but I didn't get it at launch. I got it kind of late, but I did get some awesome games. So
Yeah. I mean, I waited a long time. That was actually like when I was in college. There was a period of time where I kind of fell off of games. After Nintendo 64 and PlayStation, I was done. Like I got the Dreamcast, I guess. That must have been the exit point for me. And then I just wasn't really that interested in games. When it came to GameCube launch, I was like, oh, that's nice, but I didn't really care. I eventually got insane hooked on eBay, and I bought all kinds of Goemon games. If anyone knows me, I'm Goemon crazy.
Yeah, you're going on crazy, dude.
Goemon 047. So, in any case, I said, maybe I should get a GameCube, and I ended up buying one online, and it was supposed to be this great deal. It came with like Star Fox Adventures and like, I had Was it Marvel something? No, not Marvel. I don't know. It was like one of the
It was the X-Men Ultimate Alliance type game, wasn't it?
something like that, yeah. And then like a puzzle game and something else, and it also was supposed to come with like a memory card, and I got screwed on that. So I was a late adopter, and actually, anytime I'm an early adopter on anything, I've gotten.
I love those discs on the GameCube though, like the small little.
Yeah, that's
The baby
pretty cool.
disc?
Yeah, it was like the mini disc thing. Was that?
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah,
I
you
like
could
those.
eat one. I'd be like, I dare you to eat Wave Race. All right. So moving on. Let's talk about Xbox. Regular ass Xbox. So I think I know what game you're talking about, but let's let Sean go first.
Let's go down.
Me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Regular ass Sean.
Oh.
Sean. Boring Sean.
The real Sean.
Well, not Piper.
They're not Piper. Well, Halo, came out for the original Xbox. I don't have the list up, so
I know. Okay, I'll read the list.
I can't think of that running game though. Let's keep going until we.
I know which one you're talking about. So Halo Combat Evolved, Oddworld Munch's Odyssey.
Oh, good
Yep,
game.
yeah, that did not work.
No,
on
no.
Xbox.
Yeah, no, I had one that didn't work on mine as well. Dead or Alive 3, Project Gotham Racing, NFL Fever 2002, Air Force Delta Storm, Mad Dash Racing, Cell Damage, Arctic Thunder, and the game that... What?
Mad Dash.
Oh, shit, was it? Oh, I thought you were going to say Fusion Frenzy. Okay.
No, I had Fusion Frenzy as well,
Oh.
which is a mini game compilation. But it was Mad Dash. That was the running game where you literally it was like a kart racing game with running.
Japan launch included Jet Set Radio Future and double STEAL, as in steel. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, or X, Transworld Surf, 4x4 Evo 2, and Shrek. So tell me about your launch experience.
But I got them all at Christmas. I didn't get it at launch. I got both those at Christmas. My parents' side is like they said it was like it's like well the Xbox is for your dad and like no it's not, it's for us. Come on, get over it. It's not for my dad. You got it for us. And the GameCube's for you guys. Like no, the Xbox is for us. Come on. My dad doesn't play video games, so
You get both.
he made a play Miss Pac-Man at arcade once in '79 in Atlanta Airport, but no, that was for us right there. But yeah, it was cool, man. Like opening those up, like we were like me and my brother were like super geeked out, I guess, that we got both consoles. Like oh yay, we have that the PS2. It's like we were so awesome. We're like the coolest like spoiled kids in the world.
Kids to envy on the block.
Yeah, we were like the MB kids.
You're like
pretty
the new
much.
kids on the block.
Yeah,
I don't
They
know
make a
how you
comeback,
swear.
right? That's what we're listening to right now. New Kids on the Block. By the way,
All right,
that's my jam.
I'll put one in right now. Oops, lost my mind. So Piper, Xbox.
I did not have one at launch
I
because
did not
my
either.
parents also they hated me.
Oh.
And
should've
no.
Use it us for that holiday, then, buddy. You might have had some blissful joy.
I know.
Hey,
No, I didn't have one at launch or any time after that.
Mm.
My my parents actually they wouldn't buy me a system because they said I didn't need one. And instead, they bought my grandparents one so they could play Tetris. That is not a joke.
That's
That
awesome.
is the
What?
truth.
Really, that's what happened.
I
Well, that
swear on everything, that was my life. They bought my grandparents Xbox so they could play like Tetris, whatever, Evolved or Old People Edition.
Would have been involved in Old People Edition. The blocks come down mad slow.
They're like they don't even come down to you. Like you just win.
You just
But, so
win.
yeah, that was my.
You
my
made it this
experience
far,
was
you
I had
win.
to go over to Grandma and Grandpa's house if I wanted to play any games, and those games consisted of Tetris.
Tetris. Take your pick.
Yes. Eventually, I bought one for myself, and I got to play all the fun games that I missed out on.
That
But
NFL game for Xbox is pretty fun.
they had what?
The one with old Peyton Manning on the cover.
I don't play football games.
Yeah, no sports on this podcast. That's next
We're
Yeah,
talking
what
about
is
neck
this?
beard, neck generation, all right? So
next generation.
That was the neck generation then, all right? With the
It's-
new neck beards.
It's next
Next.
generation.
Next
NECKS.
generation.
So,
So,
did you
yeah.
have? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was
Not-
done.
Oh, okay.
Not at launch. I didn't get it. I got it, probably a year or 18 months after it came out. But yeah, I loved the Xbox. I just didn't get it at launch.
All right. Well, I mean, there weren't a whole lot of like super convincing launch titles to talk about, to be honest with you. So
Adaptation, dude. Come on. Get on that level.
like I said, there weren't a lot of convincing titles to talk about. I mean, for God's sake, Shrek was a launch game, so moving directly forward.
Best game ever, dude. Come on.
It might be
it.
great, but it's under the guise of Shrek, which means it's probably not a video game. Period. Let alone a good one.
It's a babysitter.
Yeah, the babysitting game. There is such a thing. So then let's move on to, I would say, current generation, but it's just now getting pushed back, unless you count Wii U, because a lot of people seem to discredit that. But
No, that's next generation, dude. It's the next
360.
generation of Nintendo.
I agree. I mean, yeah, like it seems like everyone's like, "Oh, next generation's here." I'm like, well, the end of the next generation. Wii U beat you to the punch, and I think
It's the Sega Dreamcast of.
You know
Like,
what? It might be, and I hope it actually lasts a whole lot longer. I'm so worried, but I hope it does well. Xbox 360, man, there's a lot of titles here, but I'll read them very quickly. AM3, Call of Duty 2, Condemned Criminal Origins, FIFA 06, Road to FIFA World Cup. Why did they have to say that? Just FIFA 06 done. Gun.
No, they come out two different. Like if there's a World Cup, they come out a World game.
That's annoying. Gun, which was also on regular Xbox. Cameo, which I can't get to work on my current Xbox 360, which was
You're not
probably
missing out.
it was probably the main one to. Yeah, no, that was rare, wasn't it?
That was rare. I think it was a rare game.
Yeah.
See, I was
it wasn't good though.
Oh, okay.
No, Perfect Dark was the rare game. That was I think it was some Microsoft studio that did Cameo.
And then we have multiple neckbeard games, including NFL 06, we hit Madden NFL 06, NBA 2K6, NBA Live 06, NHL 2K56, all neckbeards. Need for Speed Most Wanted, Perfect Dark Zero, that's rare. Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. That's
also neckbeards in it, by the way.
Wasn't that game that was the poster child for how great the graphics performance was on the
Yeah.
but
King Kong had the best neckbeard in that game.
how bad? Whole fucking body beard. Bodybeard the game. Project Gotham Racing 3, Quake 4, Ridge Racer 6, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 06, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. So decent launch, I guess.
Lost Planet? I thought Lost Planet was
No, it was not a launch title.
It wasn't.
Great.
I was in Iraq when that came out, so I had to wait till I got back from Iraq to get it. I was sad. We had hookups at the PX, but we left right before they were handing them out to people. So I was a cook, so we got all the hookup on the early stuff. But unfortunately, I was not at that base to pick up my 360.
Dang.
Yeah. That would have been the coolest launch ever, though, to get 360 in Iraq. I mean, come on, guys. I'm getting shot out, and I'm playing Call of Duty.
Dang, now that's extreme right there.
We thank you for your service.
Yes, definitely.
Double Call of Duty.
Yeah, for real. It really is. I was a late adopter of that. Did you guys have any launch experiences on that? How did we skip the Wii? Why is that not even on here?
Wii came out after.
That's next. That came after.
Shit, god dang. You're right.
That's next.
Yeah.
That or PS3. They can outrun.
I'll say about the 360, for when it came out and what a piece of crap it was when it came out, it really ended up coming around.
Yeah.
Like, I think more so than any other console. I can't think of another console that had such a shitty launch and then ended up being, I mean, in my opinion, the 360 was the leader of that generation.
I agree.
It was. I agree.
And it had a shitty launch.
But, that wasn't really, that was just grandma's playing Wii bowling.
I mean,
that was the Tetris of the Wii.
Yeah, money-wise, Wii killed it, but...
Killed it.
But I mean, as far as
out towards the end there.
Yeah, I mean, if you talk about like quality,
yeah,
I mean, you Xbox 360, I believe.
Overall, by the end of the generation, I think the Xbox 360 was the leader of that generation.
Piper and John want to weigh in on that?
That was actually a game or a system that I picked up at launch because I had the privilege of I was working at Circuit City at the time. Greatest job I ever had. I didn't do anything. I just stood around and talked to people about nothing. But luckily, there was when they did like this when they were doing launch. They were handing out like these. People would wait outside, and you had to get like a little card.
Raffle,
and like the first, not a raffle, but it was like the first 20 people in line. They got like a little sticker or a thumb punch. And they could
They got
shop
punched in the thumb?
Jammed your thumb.
Most violent Circuit City. No wonder they went out of business.
They must have been playing some neckbeard to get jammed their thumb.
Just you get jam lammed. But so anyway, but we didn't sell like 2 of them one Saturday when they got a shipment in. So I was like, hey, I want to buy one. And they're like, okay. And I happen to have a Circuit City credit card. And at the same time, I was like, you know what? I want a TV too and a TV stand. And they're like, okay, yeah, for real. So I bought a rear projection LCD and a nice oak TV stand and an Xbox 360 and put myself in debt. And it was the greatest day of my life.
Thank you, America. You're the best.
That's why. Why when I got back my rack, but I didn't get the flat screen.
It wasn't a flat screen; it was a rear projection.
Yeah, well, I didn't get like an HD TV, and I couldn't play Dead Rising.
You just got Oh, for real, that was like the worst.
Yeah, that game was impossible to play.
I got a CRT, and it was a pretty big CRT, but
no, the text was too small.
I could not.
Well, that's it. They screwed over people with SD TVs because they made the text super tiny, and you had to have HD to be able to read the damn game.
That's for real.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
It was a good game, though.
I like the game, but man, is that AI broken to death? Like, if you try to save anybody, you can't save nobody in that game, let alone yourself. Good lord. But it's a good game. John, your experience.
Well, I think I learned something about myself tonight, is that I am not an early adopter of consoles.
That's smart, actually.
And I think that's why I'm second guessing, the whole purchase of my PS4. But regardless, I probably got the 360 about a year after it launched, and I think you got absolutely right. It is by far my favorite console last gen.
Yeah, good. All right, we're all in agreement then.
Yeah.
We don't 360 wins the world.
Wins the console war for last generation.
I'll tell you what, I was overly optimistic about the Wii when it came out. I'll tell you one thing though, the Virtual Console at first was awesome. It was so good, and then they just died with it. And so every time I do a survey for any Nintendo product, or I register on Club Nintendo, and it's like, how do you feel about the Virtual Console? I'm like, freaking awesome. Please don't lose steam with it like you did on the Wii. Like, they just abandoned it. Like, they started so well and then just, I don't know. Anyway, moving on, we got PlayStation 3, aka 3. Let's look at the U.S. launch.
$600, by the way.
Yeah. That was insane. Now, I mean, if we want to talk about, because this is actually fresh in our memories. I mean, why on earth did it go? Did PS3 come out before the Wii?
I think Wii came out
after,
I think.
Oh my god. Okay, because I'm just looking at this timeline.
It was just by a couple weeks, I think. Just by a couple weeks, but I think
I think it was I think it was more time than
I think it was longer than that. Yeah, I think it was a few months.
November 19th, 2006 for the Wii, and the PS3 came out November 11th, 2006 for the Wii.
Damn.
Wait, no. That's not correct.
That doesn't sound right
well,
at all.
Wikipedia. You can't argue with
right
it.
to me.
We did not come out in 2003.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm going to edit that.
2006?
You said 2003.
He said 2006.
Excuse me. November 17th, 2006 for the... Wait, hold on. Life. November 19th, 2006 for the Wii. And PS3 was November 17th, 2006.
No shit. It was that close together.
Yeah, it was that close. Yeah, I remember.
I really don't think that that's right. I want to say I remember months being.
That seems.
We couldn't find a Wii. That's why.
No, I worked at Circuit City and I saw the Wiis because we were selling them, and I did not buy one. I bought them 2 weeks after they came out.
We're arguing with Wikipedia, and Wikipedia is just whatever. So
Wikipedia is always right, dude. The internet never lies.
Agreed. So let's talk about the launches. On PS3, we had Call of Duty 3, Genji Days of the Blade, Madden NFL 2007 Neckbeard Edition,
Yep.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire. Oh, that's gold. Need for Speed Carbon, NBA 2007, NBA 2K7, NHL 2K7 Neckbeard Editions, Resistance Fall of Man, Ridge Racer 7, Tiger Woods PGA Tour of 7 Half Neckbeard Edition, Tony Hawk's Project 6, Untold Legends, Dark Kingdom. So not an awful launch, but not great. I'll tell you what.
Could we all agree on the fact that there was the only game that was decent for the PS3 was the Fall of Man game?
I mean, you mean talking about the whole thing or the launch?
Launch.
Yeah,
that was the only thing that was worth anything.
I didn't really PS3 did not really pick up steam for me until they released the first Uncharted game.
I specifically put off buying it until Metal Gear Solid 4. I bought the Metal Gear Solid 4 pack.
See, and for me, I remember that the first good game that I played was Killzone. that was the first thing that I played that I was like, hey, this is freaking awesome. But I never bought one.
I just bought a PS3 it was like about a month ago, I'd say, only because I got drunk. And,
I always do that. That's a worst.
and I bought a PS3 because I was wanting to play Final Fantasy 14, and then I used to work at this GameStop, and this guy totally conned me into getting a PS3 to get Grand Theft Auto 5.
The worst thing you can do is to buy things drunk. I do that all the time, and then I'm like, I wake up the next morning, I'm like, all these songs are Spanish. I don't know what this is. I'm not kidding.
I actually still don't own. I actually not only do I not own a PS3, I'm not sure I've ever even played a PS3.
I'm with you, man. I'm the same way. I
real?
don't own one. I've never played one.
I'm thinking about buying one now though, because
Yeah.
I saw like the Black Friday deals. I'll be able to pick one up for like $180, and it comes with 2 games.
There's some great shit that's PS3 exclusive. You got to get Metal Gear Solid.
Uncharted.
You got to get Uncharted. You got to get Metal Gear 4. Did I not say that?
You said it.
You got to get Metal Gear 4 3 times.
There's some indie games on there I want to play.
Yeah, no, for sure. You got to get 3D Dot Heroes is awesome. It's Zelda. That's all it is. It's Zelda with real cool style. In any case, moving on. But PS3 launch. I was really worried for PlayStation because they were killing it the last generation. PS2 dominated.
PS2 is
everything.
No question.
And the thing is, their hubris, was so freaking ridiculous that they thought that they could just basically punk all the gamers and be like, oh, we're not going to allow used games, and you're going to have to do all the downloadable content for everything, and fuck you, we don't care, we're PlayStation, we're Sony, we know what time it is. And they were just dicks about it, and they really fucked themselves right out of the gate. But, with the launch, not that great. Not great.
No, it wasn't.
Moving on.
Isn't that Sony's history though? Is they kind of have like shitty launches?
Apparently so.
I think the PS2 did okay. I mean, the launch lineup wasn't great, but I think it took off pretty quick.
Did
after
someone
that.
drop some chainmail?
My cat's running around and jumping on my PS4 box.
Is it full of coins?
No, she hit a ball that was kind of has like a little rattler inside.
Someone dropped chainmail.
She's jumping on and off of my PS4 box right now.
It sounds really like coins. For real.
There she goes again. So, Noisecast.
So finally, we're Noisecast. We're on.
I can't keep my cat quiet. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You can't control that.
Well, one more thing about the PS3 launch though is that my favorite memory about it is the Onions video, the worthless piece of shit launch. I probably watched that about 20 times when it first aired.
I want to see that now. Can you give us a funny line from it or the highlight of the video? I've never seen it.
I mean, is this PG-13 or R-rated?
Oh God,
podcast?
I've been swearing this whole time. Go for it.
Okay, I couldn't remember. It's like what is the line? It's like Sony finally launched the worthless piece of shit that doesn't do what it's fucking supposed to do. Something along those lines. It's like a long, 5-minute, legit, sounding newscast and all this. This piece of shit doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Funniest thing I'd ever watched.
I want to see that. I'm gonna look that up after the podcast. Wii. Let's talk about the Wii. Andrew and I have an awesome story to
Which
tell
I think
about the
we've
Wii,
told on
which
the
we've
podcast
probably
a
told
couple
multiple times, but it's that good. You guys have never heard it.
I want to hear it.
So let's talk about the launch real quick. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh wait, done. Everything killed. That's the best one.
System seller right there, dude.
System seller. Call of Duty 3. Throw a grenade version. Cars. Dragon Ball Z. Budokai 10. Right?
Whoa.
Kite
Cars?
2?
Dude, I don't know, dude.
Nope.
Cars.
Move.
That might have been the
Nope.
system seller.
Excite Truck somehow. the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. GT Pro Series. Happy Feet. Now, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which came out on GameCube.
After.
Yep. So weird. Left-handed edition. They call it left-handed edition. Madden NFL 2007, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Monster 4x4 World Circuit.
I remember that game.
Need for Speed. It did not come with a wheel? Maybe.
Yes, it did.
Need for Speed Carbon, Rampage, Total Destruction, Rayman Raving Rabbids. I bought that garbage and changed that for something else.
I have that game too.
Ugh, Red Steel. Ooh. SpongeBob SquarePants, Creature from the Krusty Krab, Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, which is actually pretty fun. Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam, Trauma Center Second Opinion, which is really cool.
That was a good game.
Man, that hurt my wrist like a mo. And Wii Sports, which was that was it. Basically, if you talk to anyone over 40,
no Mario game, not even a freaking
equals
Luigi
Wii Sports.
Wii equals bowling. Period.
Yeah.
That
Not even a
was the
Luigi.
system
Mom and
seller.
Dad.
That was the system seller. You talk about like the what? The numbers? What is it called? When you talk about the dollars numbers?
I don't know.
Andrew's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Revenue?
Well, I mean, they say the blah 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 numbers, but whatever. You're talking about like selling all the systems. It's bowling. Wii bowling was the whole freaking thing. So killer launch on that, but Andrew and I have a launch story. Do you want to tell it, Andrew? Tell
Sure.
it,
So we went to the local Walmart and we got in line. I don't know, what time did we get in line? It was probably about
3 p.m.
about 3 p.m., 4 p.m., something like that for a midnight launch.
And we were hungry, so Jen
So my wife, who is
in the room.
She is in the room.
What did you do, Jen, for us? She
She
brought us
brought
Taco
Taco
Bell.
Bell.
She's the best.
Yeah.
How kind!
But
That was
we
a very kind
basically
gesture.
hung out in line and played DS with other people in line.
That was
We
awesome.
played Mario Kart.
That was fun. And Tetris.
And Tetris.
was
And
fun.
it was fucking cold because it was in November.
I was
in
sick to
Colorado.
death.
They didn't let you inside. They didn't let you inside.
No. We were outside.
Yep. I was actually suffering from
So then-
severe illness.
And then they handed out the little like
And
the
you're in
vouchers.
Colorado too.
Yeah. The little tickets. They handed out the tickets for us to be able to go get our Wiis. And the guy behind us in line got the last one. Actually, no.
We got the last ones. The guy behind us was a dick.
The guy behind us was all pissed off and he was being a dick about it. And then he left and they're like, oh, we have one more. So they gave it to the next guy that actually hung out. And so the dick guy left and didn't get one. And then the next guy got one. And then, I don't know. I don't think we got ours until about 1.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
One or 2 in the morning. And then we went home and played Wii bowling.
The beautiful thing was like, yeah, and we did until I was like too sick to stay up anymore. But like the guy behind us was like, he counted how many people were going to get a Wii because they said they had 27
right,
or whatever.
that's right, yeah,
He
yeah.
counted and he estimated that he was the last one. So he turned to everyone behind him and said, ha ha ha, I'm the last one to get a Wii. You all might as well leave. And he
That's
was
right.
a dick about it.
And he was the one that got stabbed.
And then
right?
he's the one that didn't
No.
get anything.
People were leaving, and then he actually it was priceless. Like they were counting 1, 2, 3, and they got to us 25, 26, and then they counted Andrew 27. And then I turned and looked at that dick, and his face was like, oh. And then he just walked off, and I just started laughing. I was like, "You were a dick this whole time to everyone behind you, you prick." Get out of
And
here."
then the best part was we walked into the Walmart, like they led the line in to go buy your Wii. And we went by like the Walmart there had a McDonald's at the front, and this dude working at the McDonald's was like, he started grabbing his nuts, and he's like, "I'm gonna wait in line all day to get a Wii." And then I
You
turn
know
to the
it
guy and I
goes
go,
Wii
"I work
bowling."
at fucking McDonald's."
24-hour Walmart edition,
Yeah, it's 24-hour. Yeah, he was working at McDonald's at Walmart at midnight,
and he was making fun of us.
and he was making fun of us.
What a fucking prick!
But yeah, and then we played Wii Bowling, and then it was mere months later that I'm like, oh man, this console is not for me.
But I'll tell you what, console was brilliant. The Virtual Console included Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, Pinball, Soccer, Solomon's Key. They just released that for Wii U. It's like they're repeating it.
They are.
Wario's Woods, The Legend of Zelda, F-Zero, SimCity, Mario 64, Altered Beast, and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I mean there were
Funny.
good games on the Wii, but yeah, I mean
Punch Out.
the
Punch Out was
Nintendo,
good.
yeah, Nintendo just at some
The
point,
Nintendo. Hold on, let's correct.
they
The
just
Nintendo
realized,
games were good.
yeah,
Right.
At
Other
some
games
point
crap.
they realized
Right.
this console is not for gamers,
Yeah.
and they kind of went with that.
Unless you like Nintendo games,
Yeah.
which the Nintendo games that they came out with were amazing. Galaxy, Punch Out, like any of the Nintendo games,
Mario
amazing.
Yeah.
Mario
For-
Kart.
For the last 3 years, my Wii has pretty much been used exclusively as a scale. It's pretty
Yeah.
much all I've used it for.
Yeah, my Wii doesn't get used for much. Eric just left the room to go to the bathroom.
That's fine.
He's pooping.
Keep this running. All right, so
He had a lot of beer. He has to go. We're actually basically done. I don't know why he left now. He could have just wrapped it up.
Really, you really had to go.
you really had to go, dude.
Do you want to know who else is really cool and not like you would totally expect him to be?
I do.
Is Adam
Danny Glover.
Sessler.
Adam Sessler, nice. No, I think he would be because like when I looked at when I looked at the people on G4,
He seemed like the only one that cared.
yeah, no, Adam, he is actually real. You can tell that he's like a real video game fan.
absolutely.
And he's like you said, he was like the only one on G4 that was actually like a real video game fan. So I could
And
totally see
even,
that.
especially now since he's been doing all the stuff with Rev 3, I mean, dude, how he is there's nothing that he puts up that's like fake at all. He is so real. And like, I got to hang out with him a little bit when we were at SGC. He is like the coolest, most down to earth guy like ever. Like he does not think that he is as big as he is because he's a big fucking deal in the gaming industry. Like no matter what you say, he is like the shit. Like if he says something, he's like Jesus. It's like whatever he says goes. And it was so cool that I got to meet him. And he was, like I said, he's like the fucking coolest dude ever.
Like the interesting part about that though is that he actually wasn't a gamer before he started at G4. I don't believe.
No, not
wow.
Nah.
Actually, before that, even when he was working for GameSpot TV, he wasn't. He knew nothing about games.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. But you want to know who is the biggest dick in the entire world?
Eric of Let's Get. What a Pongo prank.
Oh, fucking no.
I don't know. Adam's always singing your praises, by the way. Eric.
Shit.
He's like, man, that guy should be somewhere. He should be doing something. Adam's always like that. Like he's your secret BFF, dude. You don't even know.
Adam, I'm a big fan. Thank you for saying that. And I'm sorry you couldn't be on this podcast.
Actually, we did have that conversation the other day about how he was like all in love with you.
So this is a Let's Get hate cast right now.
Oh, let's not hate. Let's collaborate and listen to some questions from the listeners.
Oh, let's move on to listener questions.
What a weird thing I just did. So let's look at questions that we got. All right, so I tweeted some shit about, hey, let's have some questions. I'm looking at them. Sorry, I got to edit
They're
this.
way more professional than we are there, Sean. They do it way before the show, not during the show.
No, I did it 2 hours before. It's not good.
Yeah, we don't do that though. We do it like right.
We would have done it after the show.
We did it after the show.
So I tweeted, hey guys, hit me up with some questions, and I got one from Dave O'Banjo. We know who that is. He's like, I want to ask, why am I not a part of this? Because I don't have boobs like Shira. I wonder if I should have put that in.
No, she's okay. She accepts the fact that she has amazing boobs.
Okay, well, thank you, Shira, for being on our podcast. You know, Dave, it's nothing personal. I just said it was going to be the Game Buddy Funcast this time. I was going to have you on next time. You jumped the gun. I'm just kidding. But he said...
he has a cough.
He has a cough. That was really what it was. He was like, hey, man, you know, I would be on the podcast, but I got this cough. And I was like, you know what? I don't have time to edit all your coughs out. So,
but now you have to edit all my background noise.
I'll put you next. Yeah, that was a beast, but that's okay. We had a Rancor in your side. We had a good conversation about like theorizing. Andrew came up with really creative ways of explaining the noise in your set, so that was actually pretty funny. So that worked. Then we have Johnny Ketchum. And actually, Johnny Ketchum, super cool dude. I actually got to put a shout out to Johnny Ketchum because we went and saw, and I talked about this on the last podcast, we ended up going and seeing Rusty together, and that was freaking awesome. That was an awesome show. Yeah, he writes for BeyondTheGamer.com, so check out his stuff, BeyondTheGamer.com. I might go actually hang out with him tomorrow at 1UP. It's a barcade in Denver. They're going to have an event called the Kong Off 3.
Oh, is that tomorrow?
So tomorrow, if you want to go, let me know.
I can't. I'm busy.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's a Donkey Kong competition. I mean, if those of you that saw the King of Kong, Fistful of Quarters, help me out here. I've been drinking too much.
The owners of 1UP are now partial owners of Twin Galaxies.
Yeah, and they're going to have people like...
Twin Galaxies moved to Denver. Yep. Billy Mitchell's going to be there, I'm sure.
Billy Mitchell might be there.
Steve Wiebe
will be there.
Are they going to participate?
Yeah, they're going to
so.
battle, probably.
So, yeah.
Probably, and I don't know that for sure.
Actually, 1UP posted a kill screen for Pac-Man on their Facebook page today.
Sweet.
So how's your Donkey Kong skills? I know you have it.
Me?
Yeah.
My high score is 80,000 range. So I beat Steve Wiebe's kid, so I figure since I beat him, eventually I'll be able to beat Steve Wiebe. That makes sense.
I'll go with it.
Yeah, someone got
Did Dave still trying to beat your high score, Eric?
What's it?
I said, is Dave still trying to beat your high score?
Dave? Oh, man. Yeah, he is, but he'll never beat my Donkey Kong score, Dave O'Banjo. I'm calling you out. He actually has me in Miss Pac-Man, and I've got him in Galaxy.
I have he dominates the face with his genitals.
He teabagged me in Miss Pac-Man.
Didn't I beat your Miss Pac-Man score too?
No, I beat you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, shortly after. You got further than I did, but I beat your high score.
Oh.
So Johnny Ketchum says, I think my fave launch was SNES, mainly due to how much I loved Super Mario World and F-Zero. What about you guys? And we kind of talked about that.
Yeah, I mean, the launch lineup for the SNES was fantastic.
And we all agreed that was
agreed. Yep.
Pilot Wings, F-Zero, and Super Mario World. I mean,
that's hard to beat.
Those are some of the
best.
And
Turtles of Time. And Turtles
I mean, those are great games, let alone great launch games.
Those are some of the best games, like, for that console period, and they were launch titles.
Yes.
So
super hard to beat. So Dave O'Banjo, my my for real question or statement would be nothing could compare to the 8-bit to 16-bit jump, and that's been disproved by the 16-bit to 64-bit jump. Just by mathematics, come on.
I mean, it's 4
How
times
many bits
many
do we
versus-
increase?
Why is Dave getting into mathematics over here? We've been drinking, okay?
I've been drinking too much, actually. So, same here. I just got done saying that, too.
Although, the N64 wasn't actually 64 bits. I believe it had two 32-bit chips, and that's why they called it 64, but I don't think it actually was a 64-bit system.
Oh, my.
Isn't that something?
So we got Game Buddy Funcast, which would actually be
Me.
one and only Sean, who says favorite launch would have to go to the PS2 just because I wasn't expecting to get one at launch. So that alone.
We didn't have to put that in there, by the way.
Put it in.
I'll put it in there. Hey, guys.
Hey, that was you.
That was me, everybody.
We got one from Doughboy Bada Beta, and that's actually no his actual it's at Pillsbury Doughboy, PLSBURY Doughboy. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think he's actually sent us questions before, I believe. But he's real cool dude. Sending me stuff on Twitter before, and he's actually got something. Oh shit! I should probably not say he because I have no idea. Despite the fact that it says Doughboy, I'm not sure if this is a boy.
The EU.
This person is actually from the Philippines and been tweeting some serious stuff about the Philippines. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty ignorant about everything. I don't watch the news. I really don't even know what's going on. So my understanding is that a tsunami has hit the Philippines. A typhoon.
Yeah.
My understanding is
was that a water tornado?
Like, it was basically...
That's a backwards hurricane.
It's basically a hurricane, yeah.
It's a
Backwards
hurricane in the
hurricane.
southern hemisphere, and it's like the worst storm in recorded history.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
I know it was saying that it wrecked like 20,000 homes or something like that, like the entire everything.
It destroyed a village of 200,000 people.
that's
So is it worse
200,000.
than
There we
what
go.
had hit Japan like a couple years ago?
It's worse.
Yeah.
Worse.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean,
It's
really,
worser.
I didn't know anything about that. So, so he sent a serious one. You can donate to the Philippines, redcross.org.ph/donate now. I actually have an aunt that's from the Philippines. So, if you can donate to that would be definitely appreciated. So, a serious one. So if anyone can do that, it'd be much appreciated. And that's actually really all we have for questions for tonight. So closing thoughts, best launch, we can all agree, Super Nintendo. Any dissenting thoughts?
I got Super Nintendo, but it didn't have the cool neck beards like this next generation.
Next generation.
Next generation.
Anyone else? Dissenting thoughts to that?
Predictions on which console from this generation will ultimately
Be the
win.
Be the best. It's
N64.
impossible. Is the next one.
Wii U. No, probably the X-Bone. I'm gonna say
X-Bone?
I think X-Bone,
It's
too.
all that's left that hasn't been revealed, so I guess that's probably the safest bet, yeah?
X-Bone had a rocky start with the DRM problems, but I think ultimately they're going to win.
I thought the DRM would have been cool because Xbox
I
is always going
actually
to drag.
agree.
Xbox is always going to kick you, drag you
Yep.
kicking and screaming no matter
I mean,
what. So
it's going to come no matter what. It's just now it's delayed
until
one more
next
generation.
gen, yeah,
Next gen.
Next gen.
it's going to be the next gen,
The next gen.
where it's photorealistic neckbeard.
So which of the
Is that like full motion videos, like Wing Commander?
just
Better than that.
bird of
That's
the
gonna be-
unrealistic, right?
It's going to be HD FMV.
Man, I could deal with that. What's going to be the turd of the three?
Wii U.
Don't say that. Say something else.
Can I say
The
PS4?
Vita. The Vita.
We didn't really talk.
No, wait, that's a
lot about
peripheral. That's not even the system. It's a peripheral.
Oh my goodness! All right, so I've got one vote for Wii U, one vote for PS4, and I think it's time to close at that. So I would like to thank everyone that is on this podcast and was on this podcast that had to go.
Randomly disappear.
Well, but
She had a PS4 to play, okay?
PS4. I totally
Lisa
appreciate it.
Adam had to play.
It cake to bake.
Cake to bake. So I appreciate
man.
everyone coming on. Shira, we had Sean, we had
Other Sean.
other Sean, aka Piper, and John. And did I cover everybody?
Can I say the name of my website?
Please do.
You need gamingwithscissors.com.
Guys, gamingwithscissors.com. I was on a podcast with them. Those guys were super cool. We got Piper from Piper Can't Play Games. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's one of the shows we do
Oh.
among the 10.
Among tons of stuff that they do on gamingwithscissors.com. Check out gamingwithscissors.com. Any other, we got Buddy Funk.
Check out Pixels with Peach. Is that right? Did I do it right this time?
Pixel and Peach.
Pixel and
.com.
Peach.
That's
Yep, .com.
Sheila's shenanigans that she does.
Pixelandpeach.com for tips on how to bake a cool cake with Diet Coke.
She also talks about. She told us she talks about wieners a lot too. So that was her words, not mine.
Video games. So
Well, a little bit.
much appreciation to everyone on the podcast tonight, and I believe that's it. Anyone else have any closing thoughts, things to say?
Thanks for having us on, by the way.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it.
Anytime.
Been trying to do this for like, what, 4 months now, I think?
And for real. Yeah, thanks for having me on your podcast, and I was more than happy to have you guys on.
Yeah, always a pleasure talking to you guys.
All right, cool. Peace, love, and dove. Why not?
Bye.
Bye.
Late.
Bye. Neckbeards.
Next generation hashtag.
Next
everybody.
generation.
Can we
Hashtag.
start that? Can we put that on the Twitter?
Next
Like-
gen.
What's that?
Do the,
Hashtag
do the
next
hashtag.
gen.
Go for it.
Next gen.
Neck generation.
Yeah,
Next.
no.
Look, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna do-
NECKS.
Next.
Next gen. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it.
I have to.
Yeah, it's fun.
Andrew really asked. I had to pee. I had to bounce before it was time to go.
Yeah.
Be so bad.
Dude, that happened to me. I almost peed inside of this glass that I had been drinking out of.
Sorry, guys. I'll let you go so you can go pee.
No, this was way a long time ago. This was like at first.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Because we had already done the 30 minutes, and I had drank this like half a bottle of Malibu, and then I had to pee.
Did you go pee?
Yeah, I did in the middle. Twice I got up and ran and went pee.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice. Okay, cool. Good. That was
Like,
very
I did
good,
it quick.
stealthy. It was like MGS5 style.
You know what? And I ate these donuts to help absorb the liquor from my body.
That's actually pretty smart.
I got a pumpkin glazed one.
Was
Do you
it
guys have Shipley donuts?
Shipley? No, I never heard of them.
Do you have daylight donuts?
Yes, we did.
We have-
I don't know if we still do, but
What kind of donuts do you guys have in
we have
the mountain?
we have Winchells.
Nope.
And we have, actually, we just got, it used to be here and then it went away and then it came back, Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, dude, Dunkin'
Oh,
Donuts
yes.
and
I'm so
31
glad that came
flavors.
back.
And
So
then,
glad that came back.
and this is the best donuts ever. Lamar's Donuts.
We're getting Voodoo Donut.
Voodoo Donut?
Dude,
Voodoo
Long's
Donut's
has the
good.
best donuts. Dude.
We're gonna get
Long's.
Voodoo Donut? No, you're wrong. Lamar's.
We have a local place here in Indy. It's called Square Donuts, where all their donuts are literally squares.
That's sick. Do they have a hole in the middle still?
Yes.
That's pretty sweet. Is it a square hole or a circle hole?
It is a circle hole, right? But the outside of the donut is square at least.
Now hold on.
I can be everybody. There's a place here called Round Rock Donuts. It's been on Man vs. Food. One donut is the size of a dozen donuts.
Is it
Oh, I
changed
went that
up to
heart
like the
attack
Olympic
race
symbol?
with that.
It is
I think
balling
I
out
won
of
the heart
control.
attack race.
Is it a bunch of donuts linked together or what is it?
No, it is a huge ass donut that
Uh-huh.
fits in like a giant box.
So you're supposed to like cut slices like a cake and like a bun cake?
No, you eat the whole thing.
Bump that. You will die.
You should
You will
look
die.
it up. You need to look it up, and you can see a picture when it's like orange colored, but it's a place called Round Rock Donuts.
Crazy. Huh.
Round Rock D-Nuts.
All right. Deesnuts.com.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's for real. But it's like huge. It's the size of like your head.
Wow. That's insane. I'd hit it. But yeah, Lamar's Donuts are really good. I don't know if it's outside of Colorado, but those are the best donuts I've ever had. So
Maybe we'll have to do a donut exchange program. We'll send you some longs and then some
I'll
bars.
ship y'all a stale ass donut.
Oh man, I'm down.
I shared a picture so you guys can see in the chat.
I'm gonna click it.
I'm gonna click it. That is that's gonna be the heart attack race
Holy
right there.
shit! Did you take that picture?
No, it's from their website.
God dang!
And they have like all kinds of like crazy donuts, kind of like Voodoo does. You know how they do like the bacon donuts and stuff?
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
the big full ones. Yeah, they or the Captain Crunch. Oh, I want a Captain Crunch donut so bad. It looks
Oh,
so
that
cool.
sounds good. Yeah, Andrew said we're getting a Voodoo donut. Dude, check out this donut.
Show
It's
me
the
your
size of his
donut.
face. No, it's from what's it called?
Round Rock.
Round Rock Donuts.
Round Rock
Voodoo
Donuts.
donut is gonna be amazing.
It's near Austin.
It's not a donut. That's a pizza with a hole missing in the middle.
covered with
Voodoo
Sugar.
glaze.
Glaze.
Craziest donuts.
That's crazy. Like
They
Voodoo donut, bacon
donuts
donut.
covered with like fruity pebbles.
Yeah. He was talking about Captain Crunch.
And that they make Rogue makes a beer, a Voodoo donut
Yeah,
beer
it's delicious.
with bacon.
Yeah, Rogue Bacon Voodoo donut. That is insane.
That sounds good.
It's very good.
Send me one. I will
It's a good
pay you
beer.
$38.
You'll pay $38 for that beer. It looks like a Pepto Bismol bottle. It's perfect, like
It
pink. It's pretty awesome. We're gonna actually. Andrew's never seen. Wait, I almost said
Boob.
I saw the devil. A boob. What's it? Old Boy. He's never seen Old Boy, and he's 3/4 of the way through. He doesn't know what ends up happening.
Is that an anime?
No, it's a Korean. Well, kind of horror movie.
Oh, it's based on a
Oh, I knew
manga,
it was
but-
Asian.
God,
I knew
it's
it
so
was something
good.
Asian.
Yeah, it's so good, and the American version of Old Boy is about to come out, and it looks pretty good.
It does look pretty good.
What's it called? What's it called in America?
It's called
Oh,
Old
Old
Boy,
Boy.
either way.
I thought they changed the name. Like they changed the name. Like,
Oh yeah, in
Japanese
America they
ring,
call it New Boy. Just kidding.
There was one like a Japanese horror movie that I remember seeing that like just freaked the crap out of me. It was about that girl. It was about this girl who puts this like man inside a bag and like tortures them.
Oh yeah.
Is it
What is that
Audition?
called?
Is that a Takashi Miike movie?
I
It's
think so. It's
Audition.
one
It
of
was
the
Audition, right?
horror
Audition.
audition.
Is it Audition? Oh, that has the bag. Yeah. Yeah. She
Yeah, that's
cutting
it.
his
And she
leg
like
off
does
with
she
the
like
piano
puts
wire?
stuff under his fingernails and like kicks
Yeah.
him in the dick and stuff.
Yeah, cuts off his leg with the piano wire.
Piano wire, yeah.
Yes,
Whoa,
dude.
whoa.
All
No.
those like Japanese horror movies are fucking trippy as shit.
You
They're
should watch
sick.
It's You the Killer if you dug
Yeah.
that.
I love that.
What is it?
It's You the Killer. Maybe the same director.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite movies. I mean, when it came out, it just basically pushed the envelope for all those kinds of movies. Actually, basically everything he's ever done has.
What's the scariest like scary movie y'all have ever seen?
Scary.
Like just like it made you like pee your pants, like your eyes fell out your head. You're like, what the fuck am I watching?
I'll tell you what, The Ring actually disturbed me to the point where I had a hard time sleeping that night.
Dude, was it just the only scene was like the videotape?
No.
Was that one was hard to watch?
No, I like that, but the bit that really actually messed me up was like the girl in the closet with her jaw agape.
Oh, okay.
For me, it was definitely Blair Witch.
Ah.
See, I never watched, but I can't do the
I haven't
shaky
seen
cam. It doesn't.
I don't like shaky cam.
That's why it was so effective for me. I think it's because it was all first person, so it was like it was really happening. It wasn't like it was just a movie.
Well, plus they
The
did a
only
good job of like with their marketing and everything, and it wasn't clear that it was,
The only found footage one that I actually liked was Chronicle. That was like the only found footage movie I like.
What was the scariest movie for you?
Scariest movie?
Yeah, just like scared you, like you didn't want to sleep at night.
I don't know. I don't really get scared.
Event Horizon was really good.
That the visuals in that movie really tripped me out.
Yeah.
Hellraiser in space.
We at our flea market, they have the coolest things ever. Like David and I, David Packett from Gaming with Scissors.
Hey, Davo Banjo.
He's not here because he has a Magian and he can't be on with
He's
us.
illin' is what's up.
That's it. He's with his lady and they're making a third baby.
Oh,
But David and I go like every Saturday to the flea market, and we always find treasures. It was like 3 weeks ago we went. David found a copy of Mega Man X3, which is like super, super rare, I guess. I don't know. I don't like Mega Man, so I don't know. So he got,
has tamales.
maybe it was X2, maybe one of those. It's worth like, I don't know, it's worth a lot of money. So he found that, and then I got a copy of Final Fantasy 3 for the Super Nintendo.
Wow.
Nice.
So, dude, every time we go, we freaking score. Like, I've got a Dreamcast there with like 10 games and 2 controllers and everything for like $20.
Nice.
So, I mean, it's like the holy grail of awesome retro gaming stuff. So,
Are you guys familiar with the Game Chasers?
We do,
I am,
and actually, David is friends with the Game Chasers.
Nice.
He knows them personally. We met them at SGC, but I guess he like calls them on the phone and they high five.
Nice.
They make things for each other. I don't know what. Goes
Yeah,
on
he's
there,
on RetroWare TV. It's a
Yes.
place.
Nice plug. Nice plug.
Yeah. Well, it's my podcast. It's
Oh
not
yeah,
really-
true.
but- yeah, you jerk. He says what he wants.
But yeah, no, yeah. So yeah, Game Chasers. They reside in Texas. So I just thought I'd ask. I mean, in case you knew, but yeah, that's what they do. They go down to all the flea markets. I mean, I've never really had any cool finds at the flea market except for I got Yanya Kabbalista or whatever it's called on the PS2 there, which is cool. It's got a little skateboard you could play on the analog stick. It's crazy. I don't know. Pet.
Dude, you should start coming with us to the flea market.
Okay.
Yeah, the one here is not good. We've tried before.
I'll drive down to Texas.
We've gone.
Dude, it's
The two
only
of
like
us have gone.
97 hours to get here.
No doubt.
So is it like a large outdoor flea market, or is it
It
like
is
the?
the nastiest, dirtiest, like trash flea market you can imagine. People are selling like adult diapers and like blenders from 1947.
Used?
They're used. They are. There's like washing machines with dead bodies in them. Everything like disgusting you can imagine. Like there's like diapers and stuff.
But
used.
you can get Eternal Darkness for the GameCube.
Oh man, for like $5 because people don't know what it is.
They've beaten that stuff up for real. You can get anything you want there, but it's like so cheap. Well, okay, I said that it's cheap. Either you're lucky and you get something that's cheap, or you stumble upon the one dealer, the game dealer, that's like, oh, it says Mario on it, $700, and you're like, I'm gonna punch you in the face because I hate you, and then you steal all their games. So it's really a toss-up. Sometimes you get freaking awesome finds, and sometimes you just want to like punch a baby.
And sometimes you assault and just steal stuff. Apparently.
That's the best method of shopping at the flea market. And our flea market, I don't know what y'all have or what y'all call it, but ours is called Treasure City. But
Ours is called flea market.
Treasure
you don't have a name for your flea market?
Yeah, it's called the Mile High Marketplace.
Oh yeah, it is. You're right.
Wow, that sounds like someone is doing it in the bathroom while you're buying a copy of Yu-Gi-Oh for the GameCube.
That is precisely what's happening.
Dude, I want to go to that flea market so I can hang out in the bathroom.
But it's actually called Mile High Wink Market. Mile High Wink.
Emoticon?
Yeah, no, they
Actually,
just sell
all you
weed.
can find at ours is like used blankets and broken radios.
We have a lot of that too, but we do have video games, which is pretty awesome.
You can get a turkey leg. It's good. Put it in your mouth.
I would not eat them.
It's like we have one of those, but it's called like the diarrhea store, like like food bar. What do you
Oh, I think
like
ours is called Shitstorm.
Shack? Yeah, dude, you dump your brains out afterwards, but they got some good pizza.
It's called Bowelstrom. Oh shit!